Podcast. We gonna be in the building with good. They Cant was going down, man. Let's get it.
What's good?
Hundo up in this studio.
Hundo.
We ain't out.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out. We in the building tonight, man. J Cant's favorite part of the show.
That man's
What's
favorite
goody?
part.
We up in the building Wednesday
happening?
night, 9:30. You know what time it is? Real hip hop is back, man.
Bad
J
boys
Cant's
of
off
the
of that
hip-hop
staycation, man. Was goody?
Ooh, the staycation. Oh.
Ravens won. Was goody? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Lakers might get a trade. You know what I'm saying? Doc Rivers is out. Oh, he's back in.
He's back in that thing. He's in that thing.
Benny got the joint.
Back, bro.
Benny just dropped a track list. It's about to be crazy tonight, though. Hey, man, we got a dope show for y'all tonight, man. J Camp's in here. J Camp, what's goody?
Good,
What's
J
good,
Camp.
peoples? What's good with y'all, man?
Yeah, salute.
Bebo
Salute.
Peasy.
Salute to
Salute to
you,
you, my
brothers. Salute
Hey, man,
to y'all
Bebo
out
P.
there.
Hold on, man. Bebo P's in here. Let's be clear.
Man, that's it. There you go. There you go.
AK
Salute to
Bedroom
everybody.
Bully. Watch your girl. You know what I'm saying? The new Trigger Trey's in here.
Oh.
What's goody, man?
Hey,
Hey,
man. Bless, how about you, Iceberg?
I'm good, man. Like I said,
There
but
you go.
normally you be pitching to the spot, to the powered by stuff.
Oh, well, you know, if you want to get your beard game right, you know, hit up that Scotch Porter brand.
Okay. You
And, you know, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't yet. Welcome to the most dangerous podcast, the bad boys of the hip hop commentary space. Fresh.
Hey, actually, hey, man, we got an actual commercial today. Hold up.
Uh-oh.
Curly, coily, wavy hair doesn't always cooperate.
That's J Camp brother.
And those flakes can have a guy feeling like he's always in the bathroom. But Scotch Porter's hair care products get it in and out.
Hey, man, that's J Camp, man.
Uh-oh. There you go,
You
J.
know what I'm saying? All up in there. Salute, man. Hey, we just put the product code in there, man. Salute to Scotch Porter, man. Holding us down tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Always showing the gear. Even if you ain't got no hair,
right.
you grew up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get your beard right. You know what I'm saying? Sport, we giving that 15%. You know how it goes down. But,
Chime in, let us know where y'all coming in from.
yeah, first of all, hold up, man. Hold up. Well, just real quick before we go in.
Uh-oh.
Countdown.
Countdown.
In 3, 2, oh, what?
Mama Bear's in the building. Salute. You know what I'm saying?
Salute
She's
to
saying,
Mama Bear.
hey,
Art dog.
gotta get your beard game on point. 88
the
expensive
born day
out
was
the
good.
money be both P.
Hey, been getting money since 88.
Man, come
Still
on, let's
getting
be
money
clear,
from
man.
88.
McFly's
Yo.
in here, man. Just dropped that mixtape. We
Peace,
gonna put that in the link
McFly.
too.
Yo.
Salute to
You already
McFly.
know.
James
Oh,
Brown
McFly
going
got
crazy.
some
Hold
heat
up,
rocks.
man. Actually,
Oh, yeah.
Spiderberg's in here. We got the James Brown just for
Oh.
McKnight.
Oh, shoot.
McFly, we got it in here. Go
There's
cop
that
the
Scotch
mixtape,
Porter
man.
hair.
We got the whole. We got James Brown. You know, Spiderberg's in here. James Brown mixtape. Let's be clear, man. McFly's in here, man. Go cop it, dude. Salute.
Yeah.
Antoine was
Right.
goody.
486.
Day
what's
One Club
happening?
was going on.
It was 90s BET, though, wasn't it?
It was 90 BT. You get a curl, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get that. Who's that dude that was in Come to America
just-
now with the Soul Glow? You know what I'm saying?
It just
That had
wasn't.
to pulled up in the red whip and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let your
It just
soul
wasn't
glow.
co-signed by Duke. That's the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
thing.
Salute to McFly, man. Go cop that.
Duke and S Curl.
Yeah, that Duke. Okay, Tor B's in here. Salute
going
early.
on,
Everybody in here
Latoya?
early, man.
Salute,
Darren Harris,
salute.
man. Salute our people,
Darren
man.
Harris.
Of course, man. 9 Plus is in here. Our guy always. Power 900.
9 Plus.
Doing a
Yerp.
pregame show,
Our
man.
900
Dunk
who
show.
leveled up.
Go up, man. Oh, Power 900 now. Yeah, go up there,
he
man.
really
Check
done
out
leveled
all the
up,
news
boy.
that he put up there. Salute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Hudson, he's in here early representing North Carolina.
Hudson.
Talking about you got to put little brother in that pole.
North Carolina. Hey, facts.
Happening.
Yeah.
Facts,
Hey, man,
bro,
but this
man.
thing, before we get in here, man,
Salute
let's
to
be
Fine
clear
Tag
tonight.
and rapper Big Pooh.
Hey, man, before we go in tonight, man, let's be clear, man. Oh, hold up, man.
Fanticolo.
Did I just see Mama Bear in here? I mean, not Mama Bear, but Miss LB in here?
Miss LB, she creeping in the
Oh,
chat.
okay, I
She
thought I
doing one of
saw her.
these?
I thought, yeah, she.
Quick on the come up.
JB's in here though, man. Salute. Hey man, as y'all climbing up in here, man, salute, man.
JB,
We got a
what's
dope
good?
special guest tonight, man. Let's be clear. Oh yeah, and don't forget to hit the like button on your way in here. Salute the RB, salute. Hit that joint, man. But man, we got special guests in here tonight, man. Let's be clear. Let me turn the music on. Come on, man. Hype Magazine. Let's be clear. Come on, man. The guru of hip hop media. Editor-in-chief. Let's be clear. OG in the game, man. Y'all grew up on. Y'all seen the work on the newsstands. Let's be clear. All this month, we're gonna be bringing in the real OGs, man, of hip hop media. We always bring in artists, we bring in producers and all that, but we don't bring y'all the other side of the game, man. The journalism. We had a snarf looking cat talking about hip hop journalism. We brought the real deal up in here. Yeah, snarf.
Never a snarf looking cat though.
Let's be clear, man.
Stop it.
Again, y'all seen his work. Salute to Just Jay, you know what I'm saying? The Hype Magazine, you know what I'm saying? Indiana represent. Come on, man. We
Stand up.
Gotta represent Indiana, man. Just Jay, you know what I'm saying? Never does interviews. Let's be clear. So he on Fresh Out.
Exclusive, baby.
Exclusive.
Who we got tonight there, Iceberg?
Dr. Jerry.
Doc.
Doby.
Doc.
Good, Doc.
Hype Magazine editor-in-chief. What's goody?
What's good, everybody? How you doing? Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Bebo P, J Cab, Iceberg Slim. What it do?
What's
Fresh out.
goody, man?
We're just
What's
glad to
happening?
have you in the spot with us, man.
First of all, like I said, this month, man, you know it's award month, man. So there's not a lot of music. So we said, you know what? Let's flip it a little bit. Let's talk about hip hop journalism and music and how the music that you're hearing gets plated for everybody, all the fans. Because again, you don't know about it until it goes to the real deal. You know what I'm saying? It goes into the journalist's hands. Dr. Jerry is one of the curators of everything you're seeing out here right now.
Yep.
First of all, before you get in here, how'd you get into the game? Let's be clear. Because again, we're putting a link in the chat, The Hype Magazine. If you don't have a subscription, you need to smack yourself.
Get your subscription now.
Get your subscription now. Salute to Just Jay.
get it
You know what I'm
now.
saying? We got Jerry in here, man, repping the brand. Tell us how you got into the game as far as hip hop. First of all, where's your love from hip hop come from? And then how'd you start writing about it?
Great question.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a kind of a convoluted story, actually. I was between breaks in service. I went into the military at 18.
Okay.
They took the young.
service too, bro.
Better
Yeah,
war.
thank you for your service.
And that's I got a fair exchange ain't no robbery. So I appreciate you back though. Thank you. So I was in a break in service and I was working as a paralegal, a research paralegal, and the insurance company that we were doing in-house defense for was underwriting a documentary called Welcome to Death Row,
Okay. All right.
which was a documentary on Death Row Records. And my third wife's cousin knew Lydia Harris, Harry O's wife.
Salute to Harry, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And so I lived the apartment down the road, separation. Long story short, she introduced me to Lydia, who was, kicking back in the fluffy slippers at her apartment. At the time, Godfather Entertainment, which is the precursor to Death Row,
Okay. All right.
which is what Harry O was there. And Godfather Entertainment was responsible for, Wesley Snipes' productions on Broadway. Remember, Wesley used to be on Broadway.
Yep.
Harry O and Godfather Entertainment financed him, supported him. And so I came home one day, Cuzzo said, "This is Lydia, and she's doing some documentary on Death Row Records, and she's got to collate these contracts, et cetera, et cetera." Okay, well, that's what I do. You know what I mean? So sure, I'll help. And so I went to the house in Lancaster. They had a house in Lancaster by the penitentiary. I went through and collated all the Godfather Entertainment documents, some of which I still have. And she brought me on because I'm really from around the way. All right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. South City, LA, the one way, the dips, lay low. What up though? You feel me?
Okay.
I'm about that, or was about that. Anyway, so I was able to talk to, like recruit RBX and Battle Cat, Nate. I used to be off of Atlantic Drive shooting dice with Easy. You feel me? Like, I'm from the streets, used to be. And Lyd and I hit it off. And I did my thing. She says, we need a talent coordinator, someone to lie to these artists to get them to come do this documentary. And so I could meet them where they were. And that was the beginning of my love for telling stories in hip hop, sitting on the set, doing that. I quit my job at the law firm, gave them 30 days notice, and went on and did the documentary, then went on to be a unit publicist for a feature film called Sweet Oranges. Shout out to Indy Brown for that opportunity. Along the way, I picked up Lazy Bone as my first client, the El Burna album.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that too. He was in college when that El Burna dropped.
Right. Yeah.
Then I started rocking with the Doggy's Angels. So Big Chan is like,
we see. Okay.
She's now a major fashion designer. House of Cinderella, shout out Big Chan. She has done tour clothes for Prince, rest in peace, for all the big ladies, etc. So anyway, that was my first foray into anything entertainment. The publicist from Death Row, George Dad Price, rest in peace as well, said, hey, you really got a great personality. I think that you would do well in the PR realm. I didn't know how to write a press release. I didn't know what any of that was. So I got taken under the wing by George Dad Price. And then there was Norman Winters, who was also on the set. He was the publicist for Vogue magazine. And so those two, I was mentored from the urban side and, the seasonless.
The other side. Yeah.
And then I took a job in the mailroom at CAA, Creative Artists.
Okay.
And started pulling press kits. So that was when you actually pulled the bio, you pulled the pictures, you sent all that, you sent it up to the agent. And at the time, I didn't want to do it, but it was paying $30 an hour to work in that mailroom. So, I would come up from Long Beach, I'd catch the green line to the blue line to the red line to get to Hollywood. And I went to work every single day, shirt and tie. So I learned PR from that aspect. Later on, I produced a tour for the USO and the NBA. We did a week-long entertainment. They had a celebrity league. So we went to tour Korea for a week and a bunch of celebrity players. And I got the bug from there because, with me was Orlando Jones. You might remember him as the 7-Up guy. Lorraine Tate, Dule Hill from The Office. Jessica Biel. Yeah, that Woody. You feel me? Jessica Biel, Adam Lavoie, and Cherokee Parks from the Clippers at the time. He was in the contract.
Okay.
Interesting, Cherokee Parks.
And Coolio,
Cherokee,
Coolio, rest in peace, was on that trip. So did that. I went back into the military afterwards, and I retired in 2013 after a few years in the hospital recovering. And in 2012, I started writing for Yahoo and Examiner. And I did an interview with a guy called Big Jig, who'd won the 106 in Park Freestyle Fridays. 6 weeks in a row. So I did a feature story on him for Yahoo. He says, "Hey, my sis owns the Hype magazine. I know you've heard of the Hype magazine." I'm like, "Brother, I ain't heard of the Hype magazine, bro. I haven't." And at that time, according to Jamila J, the Hype was on hiatus for several years. And I said, "Look, I was putting my portfolio together for Forbes because Forbes had just started an entertainment section, and I wanted to go tier 1, but there was no editor-in-chief or executive editor at Hype, and she'd had it on hiatus for 2 years. At the time, I was still on active duty, so that final year, I was transitioning to retirement. And I said, "Look, this is what I do, and this is how I got to you. My goal is to become the editor-in-chief of a major publication.
Let's go.
I want to take it from 0 to 10 million. And I can do it." At that time, I only had a master's in English. So I was a really great writer.
I only got the master's.
Come on now, salute that.
Come on, yeah.
I mean, it ain't over. I've got 2 PhDs. I was at professorship. So that was like the beginning. You know what I mean? And I told her, I said, I don't need your money. I need the opportunity.
There you go. Yeah.
And she had been burned, people, falling through the cracks and whatever. I'm like, no, I'm here. I'm willing to put in those 10, 12, 16-hour days to let's get it rolling, get the content rolling, elevate the caliber of the writing and the presentation. And she didn't call me back for like a month, bro. We were under. She wouldn't pick up my calls. She wouldn't talk to me, return. So finally, I left her a really nasty voice message. So I said, "Look, motherfucker,
You start out like
you're going to give me this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. I don't need your money. I need the chance. You can get me. Forbes can get me. Your choice." And she called me back the next day. She said, "You really serious?" I said, "Yes." So she began to put me through her paces. I knew nothing about the magazine business. And I had started writing pieces on music in between missions in Afghanistan. So I'd be out on mission for a month or 2 months. Then I'd be back in the hooch for 2 or 3 weeks. Then I'd catch another turret, hit another mission, and I'd be out on the road. So that was my cathartic time, to not think about the activities and whatnot, because we were wreaking havoc. And it stays with you. It doesn't just go away. So I needed to do something to not become a statistic. So this saved my life, literally.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
So this is my love. I'm living my dream. I was a wolf, and I got paid well, and I got to go do things and see places. But my first love has always been books. I'm a military brat. I was too dark for the white kids to play with. I was too light for the black kids to play with.
Yeah.
So my friends were books, encyclopedias, thesauruses, and things. That's were my playmates. So that's a long story to get to where I'm at, but Examiner, Yahoo, Hype. I also did CNN iReport for a minute, and I just honed my craft, and here I am, bro. That's it.
Awesome. Now, how long have you been vetted with Hype magazine?
I came on in August of 2012.
Okay.
So 11 years. I've been with Hype for 11 years.
Nice. Nice.
Deuce is asking, what branch were you in?
Army.
Shout out to Deuce Flacco in there, by the way.
What up, Deuce? Army. Yes, sir. I was 50. My specialty was convoy security and sniper support.
Okay. And you were 50.
So we ain't messing with you. You can hit something from a mile away. We ain't messing with you.
Yeah, you'll never see me coming.
Yeah. We ain't messing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
Watch how you hit late.
Right. Yeah, man. Well, this other thing too, Jerry.
Yeah.
Like, you've been doing hip hop media for so long, music. You've been in the game. You've touched a lot of people, man. We know Hype. I've been knowing Hype for a minute. Salute to Just Jay. I mean, again, we Indiana boys, true and through. The magazine does well. Where do you see the magazine game going? We've been seeing it moving slowly over to digital, but now how are where do you see not only just the hype brand, but just the way we're consuming artists now? Because we know most of these platforms are owned by labels. Let's be clear.
Well, unfortunately, hip hop media is paid for on multiple levels. As a general rule, I mean, I can buy a client a placement on pretty much any hip hop platform, and the reason being, people are mad with hip hop media, but understand if you go to the Wall Street Journal, if you go to the New York Times, you hit a paywall when you go to hit interesting stories, feature stories, and things like that. So the tier one media did it first. I can, for $14,000, I can get you in GQ magazine. For another $15,000, I can get you on USA Today. They've been doing the pay to play and the paywall situation for a long time. So it's not unfair for us to do it. And now that people don't really get advertisers, I saw earlier on, as an example, you were excited. Oh, we have a commercial on this one, right? The ad spends and the media buyers aren't actively engaging with hip hop media. And then urban businesses don't feel that the caliber and quality of journalism coming out of hip hop media, pardon the air quotes, but they don't feel it's the same. And if you do the reading and see the quality of the product, on a lot of these really popular platforms, it's not there. The storytelling is not there. So you don't attract advertisers. Also, with Google and Bing being huge search gatekeepers and having to work within this algorithm, this SEO optimized world, you have to understand how to SEO optimize your headline, how to follow that, and ensure that your keywords in the first 100 words of your opening paragraph match your headline. You got to have the subheadings. You have to have internal links, external links. If you're doing citations, they have to be done correctly. You have to have alt text in the descriptions in the photos. All these things elevate your search engine optimization ranking, your domain authority. So until urban media learns and digital media learns and masters the SEO process, it's going to be pay to play.
So basically, so almost what you're saying is like the Ice Spices of the world, your little babies, they're going to get more spins, more turns than like a Nas or even like somebody that, our hip hop fans really love, like a Common or something like that. They're not going to get the impressions. They're not going to see their work because they don't have the machine behind them.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically that's what it is. It's turned into a digital machine. There's a workflow process that makes you successful, which the Hype magazine mastered. And you can see the followers in the mainstream media like GQ now has a digital magazine called GQ Hype. Not only are they usurping our name, but they're also trying to jack our methodologies and our audience. So, and we used to, if you look at the Hype magazine, you'll find covers from Time magazine, Vanity Fair, GQ, and Essence magazine, where we actually aggregate their covers and announce their covers. They come to the Hype magazine to gain entree into our community. And that's the so between NBC, MSNBC, we have those news outlets come to us. We are the Black Associated Press, period.
Well, this thing, we grew up watching GQ before you go in, Bebo. We grew up watching GQ, or reading it, and it was super white and dapper. Now, like, I'm seeing black athletes and trappers on there.
Bro, what I knew was changing was when they did the feature with Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London.
And pictures, no pictures, by the way.
Yeah, amazing photos. But before they even dropped that, it appeared in the Hype magazine first. Before they even promoted it on their own platform. They needed us to make that happen. So to your initial question was, where do I see the media going? I see it being a juxtaposition of digital and print, because they're following the Hype magazine blueprint, which is patented and trademark, called DigiPrint, which is a combination of print and digital reading sources like QR codes. If you go back to some of our old magazines, our live sessions, you could hear those live sessions with George Clinton and Lenny Williams, Larry Blackman. You scan the QR code with your phone in our magazine and go right to the interview. People are now following that. And so we're actually taking that to the U.S. government to make sure that we can show them how to save millions of gallons of water and trees through our DigiPrint methodology, which they can't steal because it is patented and trademarked by Dr. Jamaica Wilkerson. And
get that money.
A brilliant person, brilliant person.
Come on, man.
Yeah. So we're doing that, and that's what I think it'll be. It's going to have to be. They're going to have to give you some stuff for free. The clickbaiters, and we know who you are going to lose traction. Oh, I'll Cat Williams that ass. Don't worry. I'll get him. I'll get him. But that's where it's going to go.
Face all lie. Yeah.
So that's kind of where I see it going. I think it's going to have to manifest as a combination of both digital and print. And as soon as the foreigners get out of the hip hop article selling business, I'm just saying there are whole databases out of India that, market their ability to get you placements on the select hip hop blogs and things at a certain price. And they're underselling what we should be getting as media. You could buy an article for $50 in certain places, for $450, $150. And we don't own any of those agencies, those marketing agencies. They're all either in Saudi or India or the UK. And they've decided we're going to take over the American market from the inside out by buying the journalists. So if I give you $50, can I get on Hype? Fuck you, nigga. No, excuse my language, but no, there's no way you're getting on Hype magazine for $50. Matter of fact, lose my email. Don't reach out to me like that. But we get slammed with those requests. $30, $50. So if they're that comfortable approaching us at the level we're at, 21 years in the game, I can only imagine how the more desperate outlets are selling their souls, falling for the. So, did I answer your question? Or did I over answer?
No, 100%. You answered.
So you did.
I almost had to put I gotta put the Cooper music on.
I'm sorry.
Hey, this thing, if you just tap it in, Dr. Jerry is basically taking us behind the curtains, man, of hip-hop media. He is the editor-in-chief of the Hype magazine. Come on, this dude is one of the OG kings in the game. Doesn't do interviews. We had to bring him on. We tried to get his cash up. He wouldn't even take the bread.
Yeah, no. It's not about the bread for me. I really love the culture. I really love what I do. When Rapper's Delight hit the radio, I was ensconced in a 3-year bid at the Boys Industrial School as a kid. I was knucklehead. You heard me? And they said, no, we got to get you off the streets. And one of the cats from Kansas City came through, and he had the only boombox, in the whole house. And Rapper's Delight. When it came on, the hip hop, the hippie, stopped me dead in my tracks. dead in my tracks. Never heard anything like it. And so my curiosity and love for hip hop started at that moment in Cherokee Cottage at the Boys Industrial School. Yeah, on my bid. So
Okay.
that's the love. And then after that, oh my God, I found Big L and lost my mind.
R.I.P. Big L.
Wow. Rest in peace.
Lost it. I'm like, this cat is talking to me, and he's from New York. I'm not from New York. You know what I mean? But it related. It met me where I was at. It related. I had that anger. I had that drive to do better, make a situation, you know, make $1 out of 15 cents, whatever. And that's where hip hop met me. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to take your show. Go for it.
Oh no, you good.
No, you're
Go
all
ahead,
good, man. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
You're just sharing a wealth of information that people want and need to hear, man. So by all means, man, you know, just we appreciate all of the gems and jewels that you're sharing. Speaking of Sugar Hill gangs, you know, and pioneers of that ilk, and speaking of your big L's, you know, you just made a reference to the 80s and a reference to the 90s, and you know, by way of legends. Two-part question. One, how do you think the climate of hip hop has been? And then along with that, since we're into 2024 per the date of this recording, what artists do you really see making a breakthrough within the landscape of hip hop?
Okay.
With all these digital hurdles going on too.
Right, right.
Well, I understood your first question.
Yeah.
To be-
Overall, on an overall basis, let me coin it like this. On a scale of A to F, or 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, however you want to rate it, how would you rank the climate of hip hop and how it's been as a culture, as the first part of the question?
Okay. If I could address that first, you see this gray.
Go ahead.
Currently, and over the last 15 years, in my opinion, in my experience, hip hop has become extremely adulterated. It's being raped by the bean counters at the labels and weak-minded brothers and sisters who are rappers, not understanding that rap is a child of the culture, and that the molesters are taking them for free use. Basically, they're not listening, as younger generations tend to do. They're not listening to the wisdom and experiences of those that came before them because they're too smart to get beat, right? And then we have them publicly getting beat. You know, we have finance statements and forward-thinking statements and prospectuses from publicly traded music companies that said, this is how we're going to rape them some more. And we're retracting the grease. The grease is no longer an option. So the culture itself has been reduced to whatever in its public presentation has been reduced to whatever the bean counters and suits at the labels have decided is more
suitable to their agenda.
Yeah.
So basically, hip hop, the artists, producers are commodities like orange juice and milk and.
Yeah, just like, you know, your birth certificate and social security number being traded on NASDAQ. Here we have people who, look, bro, there's no freaking way Sexy Red should be that popular. Right. There's no freaking way that Drake should be the standard bearer for the culture of hip hop.
Facts.
I lit into Sway's ass those years back when they named on that MTV show that he was doing, that round table, when he named Rick Ross, MC of the Year. I'm like, have you lost your fucking mind?
Do
How
do you think these labels is getting a return on investment though? Because we didn't have a number one hip hop album really. If you think about 2023, we didn't have one,
no,
and we heard what Juicy J said.
they make more money when you die. They're taking out insurance policies on their artists, multi-million-dollar policies on their artists. And, you know, you go to turn in. So I was having a conversation with T-Pain, right? And he was talking about RCA. So I'm just going to put it out there, right? We can do that?
We can do it.
Let's go
All
with
right.
that.
So he was telling me about how RCA was treating him. He was on his final album, and he wanted to turn it in. And they said no, they wouldn't accept it because they wanted him to extend the contract. So now, what have you done? You've contractually locked a man out of earning revenue for his family without your permission. So what did he do? He released a mixtape instead and gave it away for free so that he could still maintain that connection and control. But he needed that connection with his supporters. If you take a look at CAA, which is the biggest private prison contractor in America, they ran the federal detention centers. MDC, there's MDC's, Metropolitan Detention Center in every major city. Those holding centers, as you're going through pretrial detention and those things like that, those are corporations. Major stockholders in those corporations are Sony, Universal, Warner, Warner Brothers Pictures and Warner Brothers Music, Capitol Records. These are the major shareholders in that portfolio. CAA went to Congress and said, you know what? And the Department of Justice said, we will take this contract and we will run your federal detention centers and prisons with the caveat that you guarantee us 85% occupancy.
It's off the chain.
I wrote an article about it. You can check it out. It's in one of the previous editions of the Hype magazine. I was so thorough that Jamila says, we can't publish this way. They're going to blacklist us. And I said, fuck them and feed them fish, yo. This is really what's happening. We released that issue with the article as written in the Dark America column. And fun fact, before I move on, Charlemagne the God actually started with Hype writing the Dark America column as a columnist. And you can find in the older issues, CT the God, Dark America, the Hype magazine. Anyway, but they removed us from the federal prison system. They could no longer order the Hype magazine in the prison system. I used to take letters from prisoners that were being railroaded. And from the Tennessee, like I would get 20 letters from like the Tennessee federal facility. This is what they're doing to me. Boom, 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 boom. Somehow my legal background leaked out. And I've done everything from bankruptcy to criminal law, criminal defense specifically, and civil tort law as well, bankruptcy, all that good stuff, right? So when I wrote from an understanding of the legal process. I knew how to research. I still have an account with Westlaw, so I can actually go in and pull cases and provide information. I'm not a lawyer. I can't represent anyone, but I can provide the information to help buttress your case if there's a case. I do that. I volunteer to do that from time to time still. But that's the music business. And to go to the second part, could you remind me the second part? Oh, new artists. So new artists that I think that are making a difference. If you notice that there's a return to lyricism by the younger artists.
A return to what for the people in the back? A return to
Lyricism.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm talking about, the use of metaphors that make you go, what did he just say? And analyze
it back. Like, what did he say? I need to hear it back.
precisely. They're sparking a new wave of critical thinking through music, but they're not paying attention that this is what's happening. So when the music industry actually sat down as a collective and mind mapped out the trajectory of how the music industry was going to go and who's going to get in, who's not going to get in, they said, well, they have to, not be intelligent, or at least not present as intelligent. You may not be articulate. You've got to be as ghetto and as ratchet as their fantasies about us. You feel me? Anyway, so new artists that I think are going to break. From New Jersey is West Nile. West Nile is a rapper who started out in the punk rock realm, and now he has shifted over to hardcore. He's not Cool Keith hardcore, but he's hardcore with that, rap with that punk edge. Also from Philly, I'm really loving Doughboy. Philly. If you've ever heard his flip on Big's 10 crack commandments, he has the 10 rap commandments. And brother, he iced it, huh?
Cooking on there,
doing it, man. And he's not cussing nobody out. He's not calling them out their name. He's just saying, this is what you're doing. This is how you're selling your soul. This is a young, aware brother who is spitting in the tradition of hip hop, in the celebration of the tenets of hip hop. On the lady side, I have two in particular. One is the official MC for the Harlem Globetrotters. Her name is Miranda Wrights.
Okay, salute to me.
She just dropped matter of fact, today she just dropped a new project called Dope in Real Life. She made history as the first female rapper who's got a snowboarding ambassadorship and sponsorship from Burton Snowboards. So she's huge in the snowboard community, and she's a rapper. And she's embarking February the 4th on her second tour, her back-to-back tours with the legendary Harlem Globetrotters. This time, they're taking her to Europe. Okay. So we're going to see some old school mixed with the digital realm where, my first time rapping in Paris, my first time rapping in London, my first time. And she's hip hop for real. She did a remake called Baller off of Curtis Blow's Basketball. I'm playing basketball. Okay. Yeah. She did a remake of that. She's going to blow up massively and she just was the host and a performer, headline performer at the 27th running of the MLK Black Ski Weekend in Toronto, Canada. Now she's headed to Europe on a 75 city tour with a brand new album as the official MC and face of the legendary Harlem Globetrotters. She's going to break commercially because of the machine, the opportunities. Her creativity is amazing, and she uses all the tools and resources that we have here. And then she's got me in her corner as well. And finally for the females, a legend actually is resurging. Medusa, the gangster goddess. If you know about Project Blowed, if you know about Rhyme Syndicate, this is the goddess of all lyricists. I got 6 months free media consulting service on Medusa against any female lyricist in the United States. Period.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Period. And just to give you an idea, my base rate is $7,000 a month. I'm giving you 6 months investment of $7,000 a month. If you got a female lyricist that can get down with Medusa.
Seven what, brother? Seven.
I said, yeah. My base rate is $7K a month to do what I do.
I'm sorry, brother.
Hey.
Yeah. So
There you go.
Leroy Green saying, "What you know about Medusa?"
What happened here? What they do to me? They flipped me. Here we go.
There
We go.
There you are.
So no, what I'm saying, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. It's a challenge. Female lyricists. Tuck your booty in some clothes, get on the mic, put out some product.
Yeah.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah. Stop mistreating our culture. You know what I mean? Say something, mean something, do something, be about something. You know what I mean?
I got Nino Page said he produced salute to Nino Page in the building. Salute. He said he did a 3-song EP with Medusa and Patrick Antonian.
Yeah.
Salute to
called
Nino
the Age of Pisces. Age of the Pisces.
Yeah, the three Pisces, which is the latest project that she just did. Amazing introduction. If you're not familiar with the goddess, it's an amazing project. It's called 3x3 Era Pisces. She's a Pisces, but she's got 2 new pieces coming up. One totally produced by the West Coast production legend Battlecat, DJ Battlecat. That's called Amethyst Sheen, coming out in February. She's got another one called Top Shelf, and that's produced by a female producer out of the West Coast called Georgia Ann Muldrow. Bruh, you want to talk about? She's complicated in her production like Illmind.
Okay.
Them nuances, the changes in timbre and intonation of the music. Yeah. It's dangerous. It's some lyrical missiles getting ready to come down. Some straight howitzers getting ready to fire off. February 8th, I think she drops. And then Zoe Osama for the young lions out there. He got features from Snoop and E40, and then E40 just featured him on his latest album. So how you from South Central LA on a hyphy album? You're doing something real serious.
Nice.
So that's the only people I'm gonna put my mouth on as far as artists.
Okay. Now, you mentioned some pretty phenomenal talent that's up and coming, essentially within the landscape of like tried and true hip hop. But going back to an example that you said earlier, you mentioned that, hey, you wish that some of our females would, tuck some of that stuff that they're showcasing in, or on some of the male side, hey, ease up on some of the stuff that you're saying on some of the lyrics that you're saying via drill rap, or not just exclusive to that, but just using those as examples. Mentioning that because I want to ask you, given that you come from the essence of hip hop, you mentioned Sugar Hill Gang and so forth on down to current date. How difficult is your job as editor-in-chief for a very highly prominent magazine to write about some of what's going on in hip hop, given where it's at today with the examples that I mentioned and many others?
I would invite you to check out my profile on Hype Magazine. I ain't writing about these motherfuckers. I'm gonna leave that to B-Dot and Elliot Wilson. They can have all that. I'm writing about serious lyricists. I'm writing about good music that has the potential to make a difference. I will no longer put my name or my pen or my mind to anything nonsensical, denigrating to women. I was raised with 9 sisters and a mother. I've been married to the same sister for 20 years. We have the same initials, same zodiac sign, and same blood type. Bro,
Damn.
I'm not supporting anything that I can't feel comfortable with talking to my 16-year-old daughter about. That
Okay.
I don't want her ever to ask me, why did you write about that person? And have her judge me based on an alleged cosign when I'm really just doing my gig. You feel me? Not that everyone doesn't deserve some shine, but when you are getting that shine and you're moving the way some of these cats are moving, you know, it's cliche to say that to whom much is given, much is required, and you have a responsibility in an era where the establishment is blatantly trying to destroy us as a community, as a culture. We don't need to do the work for them. We don't need to make our minds weaker. We do not need to make subsequent generations' minds weaker. Remove the tools and resources that are going to enable them to navigate the maze of life, because, you know, everybody has a dream, and they need to know how to put the work clothes on that dream. Go to the construction site, build your future from a strong foundation, you know, and in the right order. If you are out here and you're a street dude and you getting money, I got no issue with that. But you don't have to tell me how you disrespect the women in your circle and your life. You don't have to tell me how you're looking to scam someone. You don't have to tell me you're not gangster to me, homie. Cause for real, like on South Central, on everything South Central. I'm that dude, used to be that dude that'll meet you in the middle of the street, say, I don't give a fuck, and prove it. But I didn't talk about it. I just got with you.
Much
Okay.
respect.
So all this, and I'm not saying that everybody who's talking, you know, doing trap, who's doing drill, I'm not saying that they're not living the life, but we already know 85% of them are not. They're not about that life. They're not going to, and I'm 60. You know what I mean? They're not going to run up on nobody like me and look me in the eye and get it in. They're going to see the devil when they look at me, because that's, you know, that's where I come from. They're not built like that. They're built to run around, shoot you from a vehicle. They're not going to get out, come up to you and say, I don't like you. Come catch this fade and go from the shoulders, because they're weak.
Do you think that's why they're trying to get some of you guys out of the game?
You know, they want us to go away quietly. They're waiting us out. But, you know, the mistakes that they're making are the old cats are hanging in because we have a mission in life. So we've been granted second chances. I'm 60. Ain't no way between the hood, between my military life, and I was not a desk jockey. You know what I mean? I wasn't supposed to be here now, but I'm here and got this second lease on life. Like I literally spent 3 years in the hospital being cut on like a Christmas turkey, bro, from the spine to the knees to internal organs, to have this opportunity to be with the Hype magazine, to share these stories and hopefully share some understanding, because we need that. Because the system, shall we look at Tennessee, the two brothers that they kicked, ejected from the Tennessee state legislature for protesting over gun violence. There were 3 of them in Tennessee, right? The 2 brothers, Mr. Johnson and I forgot the other brother's name, but then the white lady who joined with them. They went to the front of the house. They protested, but you just had a bunch of kids murdered, right? So they're upset. They're doing their thing. They ejected those 2 black male legislatures from the Tennessee House. That white woman stayed. They did not vote her out. What they're hoping for is that we'll become discouraged, disillusioned, and become statistics, mentally and physically. They're waiting us out. And then the young brothers like, Dolph, rest in peace, who were doing things in their community and making a difference, they're making them attractive targets to people who do not benefit from their unaliving, but they're out of the way of the system. There's a movie called The Sting. It stars Robert Redford. It's a con movie. It's about long con. And the long con that's been going on is 20 years old here. First of all, we're going to disrupt the parental flow. Second, we're going to disrupt the educational flow. I came up writing cursive. Writing cursive is a technique that requires you to think.
It does.
It sparks your creativity because of the lines, the wiggles, and the angles and the connections. All of that's critical thinking. Apply that to written word. Take a look at Langston Hughes, and how he wrote. Terry McMillan, take a look at how she wrote. You understand what I'm saying? They don't want us to have those. They don't want us to have the elders there to teach the youngsters how to think, process, and provide them the tools and resources to survive and triumph. They want us to be happy with the status quo. Either get it in the street or get it in the pen. Y'all don't hear me. Get it in the street, dead. Get it in the pen, dead.
Gyms.
The school bell in the public school is prepping you for prison. School to prison pipeline. Be here at this time. Go to the bathroom at this time. Eat at this time. You're dismissed when the bell rings. When you walk the halls, you walk in the yard, walk in the tiers, whatever. How are you signaled? When do you know that they get ready to bust that door? It's a bell, a buzzer. When do you know you can get to the yard because they get ready to open the Sally port? Sally port call, recess. And you break into the basketball court. You want to walk the track. You feel me? What are you talking about? How to survive inside. Telling war stories of what got you inside. Not how to keep you outside. On your front porch. Drinking coffee. Smoking a blunt freely. Going to the refrigerator freely. They want you to be freaking prison chefs. Making spreads.
Do you think it's a rap? Do you think it's a rap, Doc? Okay, go ahead, Jake.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
No.
We listening.
Nothing but gyms, man.
We just trying to we add on to it. Go ahead, Jake.
You add on to it. I was basically just almost placating off that and just throwing a hip hop spin to it. We say here on this show all the time that there's a generation of hip hop fans that's basically been alienated, that have the most disposable income. Given that given that allocated, pool of money that they just missing, what do you think? Like, I don't want to say older artists, but like some of your Method Mans, some of your Jadakisses could do to almost tap into that and hit that circuit of people that to me that's being alienated, because we try to push that on our show and we try to push like the hype magazines of the world.
Right.
The hip hop is still there. The money's there. Y'all just missing it. Well, like what advice would you give to that gen of hip hop artists to continue not only their movement, but not needing to tap into, that big label money?
My conversation with them would revolve around not giving up on the younger generation, because they're, as we evidenced earlier, we talked about earlier, lyricism is coming back, which means that there's a more thoughtful group of MCs coming out of this new generation that are demanding not only more of the world, but of themselves. Understanding that they have to deliver a different, in media, in PR, they call it the media message, right? So in general speaking, you call it a narrative. If you're watching the politics, the political landscape, how they pitch something is the narrative. You know, the sky is blue, Democrat. Well, it was blue yesterday, but because the Democrats said we have to investigate and hold a hearing. You have things that have empirical proof that are being fought because they don't want those who are woke, aware, to recognize that empirical, undeniable proof. So, how I would have that conversation with Met, how I would have that conversation with Jada, is do the big brother, big sister program that used to come out of the boys club, right? Pick one. Just pick one who's intelligent, who has, you can see as a human being, has the intestinal fortitude to stay the course. Put your energy into that one. Others will gravitate to that youngster like rats to the Pied Piper.
Wow.
Not a bad thing. They want to know what's going on. They want to know how you're successfully navigating this maze. They want to know how you're protecting your intellectual property. You know, they want to know how to avoid those surprises in the business part of the music business. Those fellas know all of these answers because they've experienced it, you know, and those are the conversations I would urge the elder artists who have the ear still. You know, Buster used to walk the school, the hallways in schools in New York and freestyle and battle against students. And at the same time, he's feeding them gems about being men, ladies, how to take care of your mental. You know, if you notice, at my age, we didn't have depression when I was coming up. We was outside, bro.
Facts.
Man.
For us, outside didn't mean, oh, we at the party. Nah, we at the park.
Outside, yeah.
It was the cookout. We had radio cars. We was racing. You know what I mean? We were drinking out the water hose. I ain't getting no flu, colds, measles, mumps, COVID, nothing. I drank out that water hose, loved it, didn't go inside, ran around barefoot.
Yep.
Reconnecting with the magnetic energies of Mother Earth. You can't get that from Fortnite. You can't get that. You feel me? Go outside, reconnect. If I were to, I had an old man, we used to go hunting. And he stopped me one time, wintertime, kind of breezy. And he says, do you know why birds turn their tails into the wind? No, I don't. It's so they can't be knocked over backwards and expose their bellies.
And that's a natural thing that they're born with. So
Natural.
It just goes to.
But you won't see it if you're inside, brother.
Right.
You won't. I used to explore, like I had woods in the back of my house. Like, you know, I would run around and look at all the bugs and what was happening with the decay of the trees. I was curious about those things, what was going on. Everybody else is just, how much money can I spend that I've made? How much can I give away? And how much can I show this young sister, this sister who's looking for love, who's already struggling with her identity, her skin color, her hair, and the world fighting against her achievements. And when she does succeed, she's, you know, fighting through imposter syndrome, even though she deserves to be there. And you have the young brothers taking advantage of that weak-mindedness and say, this is what you're worth, a Birkin, you know, some Louis. Let me flew you out. You know what I mean? The women of our uniform who were the backbone of our community for 400 or 500 years, when men couldn't be men, it was dangerous to be men in your own home, when you couldn't protect your own children and your wife, and the woman is the one who says, it's okay, we can make it. We're gonna be all right. They're taking that power away from our women, which is our foundation in our community, in the hip hop community, in the Black community. They're taking it away, and they're making it easy for these young gentlemen, you know, to do that unwittingly, because they're not aware of what's going on with themselves as men, as human beings. I put it like this, and I'll end, you know, this thought with this. If you remember, there was a young white kid who stole a truck, went to a convenience store, stole some beer. They were drunk. This white boy hit 4 human beings in a crosswalk, killed them, and injured 2 more. He's from a wealthy family. The money blinded him, right? His defense in court that he got away with was affluenza. The inability to understand how my actions might negatively impact another human being because I have too much money. These street dudes got racks on racks on racks. And for y'all who mistag that, a rack is 10 grand. A stack is 1,000. So these cats got racks on racks on racks that they're spending on these females who are not feeling good enough, but the money and the attention in combination and the material goods make them feel worth something, and they value themselves based on their watch, their purse, their dress, the designer, but not who they are as a human being and what they contribute to the fabric of our community. This is a concerted effort. This is long con. The movie is called The Sting, and it's been going for 20 solid years. And it's not a differentiated thing because of generations. No, it's a mental loss. I'm sorry. I'm teaching here.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, so it's a mental loss. And that is hurting. You know, it's like termites in a wooden house.
It's eating it from the inside.
Eating it from the inside out. You go to put your head, sit on the rail and fall through, right?
Right.
This is what's happening with hip hop. And until we get some strong people, you know, I really respected why KRS had to turn down the call from LL about attending the Hip Hop 50 celebration. I respected his point of view. I respect LL as well. He's magnificent, you know, and very successful, and he provides a lot of opportunities for people to feed their families. Mm-hmm. But because he's part of that system, KRS couldn't, you know, he had to hold his integrity. I cannot join you, brother, on that platform.
Because LL asked him, called him up on that joint.
Personally
Called him.
Personal phone call, person to person. And he said, I have to respectfully decline. I love you, but I cannot support what's going on that stage. So,
well, Jerry, this is the thing. Do you think our love for hip hop, what we grew up on, the powers that be have weaponized it to destroy us, basically? Because you look, everything now is loving hip hop, and this in hip hop. They're using hip hop because they know that's a trigger word for us, almost like Dr. Martin Luther King. but then it's not really hip hop. It's almost like I went to authentic restaurant that had a real beef, aged beef, wagyu.
You went to Olive Garden?
Again, no.
Thought you was getting Italian.
Went to a little spot here in town. But then I went to Taco Bell the next day. And that meat is 30% filler. But it almost tastes better than the real wagyu.
Right.
So is it the same thing that's going on with hip hop?
I would say that's it. There's some similes there. Yeah. I would say that, the filler, the money, is making life taste better. The steak. It's more juicy, more flavorful, more appealing to the eye. You don't understand that it's partially cultured material out of a lab. I noticed in the comment, we do have a hip hop institution. Shout out to the Universal Hip Hop Museum and Rocky Bucano and what they're doing there.
Salute.
Shout out the teacher and the Hip Hop Alliance, what they're doing there. So we have some institutions. Pay attention, because real hip hop hasn't gone anywhere. It's simply waiting for you to open your eyes and ears. Stop walking with blinders. Stop listening to nonsense. Just because it feels good don't mean it is good. Everybody who got burned by STD, it felt good for a minute. The penicillin shots don't feel good. That burning to go pee don't feel good. And it breaks your body down. The body of hip hop is suffering, systemic infections on different levels from different avenues. And the elders are there waiting to be listened to. They're trying. Look at Big Daddy Kane. He's on IG dropping gems almost every couple of days.
Facts.
So they're there and they're spitting. But as with any culture, the younger generation doesn't think that the elders know what they're talking about.
Facts.
And so there's a bunch of soft behinds out there. You know what I mean? My mama used to say hard head makes soft behind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feel me? But what are the punishments that are being meted out? We're killing each other. They're killing us. They're sending us to foreign lands to do things to people for violations that are occurring in our face here. But we are too blind and too weak as a collective.
Facts.
We're not marching, with Abernathy and Dr. King right now. We don't have anyone to coalesce behind because the youngsters won't listen. And the elders are too afraid of getting shot just for saying, hey, young brother, that's not the way to go. And the mamas, ratchet ass, don't talk to my kid. Don't tell my kid nothing. Who are you? I'm a brother who may have to depend on that young person in my dotage, my old age, to push my wheelchair down that assisted living hallway. This may be the young person who's responsible for giving my old people pills. But if they aren't dedicated to duty, first to themselves, to be the best that you could be for you, it has to be intrinsic. Be satisfied with your accomplishments. Be satisfied every time you make something happen from nothing. What do you say? You make $1 for 15 cents. That's an achievement.
Well,
it's
like
okay to celebrate. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. It's okay to celebrate, brother. Is that what you said?
It's okay. It's okay to celebrate those. I think that one thing we don't tell each other, it's cool to ask for help, but you would need help, damn it, if you went outside, became active, participated, and contributed to something bigger than yourself.
Yes.
As well as edifying yourself and saying in the mirror, you know what? I may have a brand new business and we may have only turned $50 this week. But I could frame that $50 bill with my business license, my articles of incorporation, and I say, I have achieved something. I have taken the first step forward rather than staying stagnant and being satisfied with the status quo.
Yeah.
Buried in a pit that they put you in. You didn't volunteer to get there. The pit was waiting for you as soon as you came out the womb.
Facts.
Man.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
listen, first of all, first of all, if y'all just tuning in and still in here, Dr. Jerry is in here going crazy. Hype Magazine,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
editor-in-chief. This is one-on-one interview. Let's be clear.
One-on-one.
Yep,
Soon as Mama Bear said we need to get you on every week, just to come through, at least once a month, just to come through, man, and talk that talk. Cause again,
Yeah.
we're seeing the OGs getting pushed out the game. We're seeing the knowledge, the wisdom, the real women, the real OG men. We're seeing that Taco Bell meat, flavorless joint, full of filler, getting pushed again. And no knock to the artists. Again, we'll have conversations and arguments about this artist versus that artist, but at the end of the day, once you kind of, like you said, get into that system, now you in it. It's just like the penitentiary. Once you in it, you in it. You know what I'm saying? And I remember we talked to some boys at a youth center, and we told them that the same meat that they give the animals at the zoo is they get the same to the inmates. And so on the box it says for inmates and animal consumption only. So what they feeding you is basically, even if you in here doing whatever, it's going to kill you at some point. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's just giving that knowledge, getting that wisdom. And again, it starts with the music, because the music's how you basically tap into everybody. And they've actually took it from us and now using it against us. So now that when you do have some dope artists like Cant, Bebo P, we got Touch up in here, salute. These are like, now you can't touch nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't get into the algorithm anymore unless you have somebody like Dr. Jerry that you need to hire, so he can get you in the game. So again, this is why we have him over here. So again, he can get you the game.
I don't work with musical artists.
Well, what I'm saying, somebody like you, where they somebody that can understand the game.
Yeah, I mentor. If an artist wants to talk to me, first of all, I'm not. If you're really have a good work ethic, if you are really trying to do something, and you're an artist, you can get at me, 15-minute consultations for free. You could call me. You could schedule. If my calendar is open every day for a 15-minute call, you can do that. Schedule me every single day for 15 minutes, and I will talk to you. It doesn't cost you a penny.
Free game.
Not one.
Free game.
Because I care. I care. I have, to put it in perspective, I have crossed the globe enacting violence of action in other people's worlds, backyards. I have wreaked havoc on every continent on the face of the earth. At the behest of people who didn't give a shit about me. I have an opportunity and an obligation here now to share that experience, to share the lessons that I've learned by talking, to George Clinton, who talked to me about how publishing and ownership of masters and how your administrators can rip you off and take your names off your music and own your masters. It ain't just the label. It's your admin people that can get you. Being able to study the Flashlight 13 project, which is George Clinton's project, has enabled me to see some things. And then, of course, coming from a legal background, to analyze the processes and understand how you need to be looking at things on the business side. It's my obligation to share that. I don't make music. I enjoy music. My mother was a concert pianist. I came from classical world. You know what I mean? But hip hop really met me where I was as a human being. And so my love for the culture requires that as much as I can give, that I do that. Am I going to write about your music? Probably not. Will I tell you what it would take for someone like me to write about your music? Absolutely. Will I tell you what pitfalls to approach, how to get first count on your money? Absolutely. And I won't charge you a penny. Don't care. Don't need credit. Don't need a thank you. My thank you is you executing. I can't take it with me. So why would I hold it? I need someone to not be me, but to be like me so they can pass it on, educate, because the young people trust the other young people. So when you find a young person who's astute, who wants to learn, you give that to them. You give them the tools and resources to be a benefit to their age group, to their community. So the elders, reach out, grab one or two or three. Make sure that they're worth your time, that their work ethic and their execution of the topics that you discuss and the methodologies that you give them, their toolkit that you give them, that they're going to utilize it properly. And if they make a mistake, don't shut them out, because we've all made mistakes, right? You know, Absolutely. We've been thugs, hoodlums, we may have sold dope, we may have pimped hoes, we may have done whatever. You might have been a stick-up kid, you know, you might have been going through the windows, whatever. Might have been hitting it. Look, I hit the meat trucks, bruh. Don't bring them steaks down my street, player. I'm getting the whole truck, the whole semi. I couldn't drive the joint, but I bet you that hoe be empty. Everybody eating. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? We're feeding everybody, mentally, physically, emotionally. If we do that, they cannot stop us as hip hop, the culture. Right. Not along racial lines, cultural lines. Hip hop is a culture.
Yes.
Let's bring it back together. Media people, stop doing the clickbait, bruh.
I mean, each one teach one, as you were basically saying in so many words, Dr. Jerry, and we appreciate you for coming on tonight's show, man, just feeding us nothing but diamonds, rubies, emeralds, sapphires, cobalt, you name it, all the resources.
Every gem dug up.
Every gem, every single one, man. And we got to salute you, man, because you got it out the mud. You really got it out the mud. I mean, you are the definition of getting it out the mud. You talked about your experience in the military and then going into a situation where your position was in a mailroom of sorts, you know, and then going back to the military, you know, the health challenges, the this, the that. You definitely got your battle scars, but with those battle scars, you have the timeless wisdom that you shared with us tonight and so many other gems to prove it, man. So on that note, we here at Fresh Out, the chat, everybody who's going to listen and watch this afterwards, we have to salute you. We appreciate you so much, man, for gracing us with your the very first interview. I mean, that's not something that we take lightly or for granted, man. And we really want to give you your flowers, your credit, and just you're just due. Hey, thank you, actually. With that said, there's so many other things, so many other questions that we could ask, so many things that I know you can share, and we would definitely like to have you back, man. If you know,
this would be the only.
No, you gotta you family now, so now you can do the dishes and come through and all that.
You're the
go ahead,
one
brother. You got the last word, brother. You got the last word for tonight on this.
You would be one of the two shows in the hip hop system that I would revisit. Yes.
Come on.
Man,
just call me. I'm here. I love it. Fresh Out is an amazing platform. I did my due diligence before I accepted the opportunity. I'm always grateful that anyone feels I have something worthwhile to say. And I do tend to take over a show when I do it. So I apologize if I.
No, we good. We good.
No, we talk so much on here, brother. This is
we listening tonight.
No, we love to be listeners, man, and we love to listen to what you had to say.
I'm grateful I'm grateful to you, brothers, and I'm grateful to Fresh Out Hip Hop. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And yes, I would come back to Fresh Out. That would be.
Please do, and thank you so much, Dr. Jerry Doby, editor-in-chief of the Hype magazine, ladies and gentlemen. Little rah-rah, sis boom bye action.
Again, like I
going on
said,
there,
everybody's
but salute.
saying that we need to have you back on. Like maybe we can
They
do
are.
something once a month, maybe, man, and just check in, tap in with us. Again, also too, Suta, Sean, Jay, Adriel Green, the Hip Hop Talks.
Yes,
they had
salute.
mentioned your name too as well
They did.
in our conversation that we had with them on Station Head.
That's the other show. that I
Right.
would do.
And
That's the
so
other
what's
show.
funny
There
is
you
when they
go.
said your name, I said, man, I already talked to Jerry. We just ain't linked up yet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, like tonight, we wouldn't just wanted to give you your flowers, man, just celebrate you, everything that you do, even just Jay. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be able to kind of put to the understanding, you know what I'm saying, of what hip hop is, how it's delivered to us, what's going on right now, and tying that into what we did back in the day, that drinking water out the hose and not getting sick, the whole the
Yeah.
no shoes on, and you're actually
Yeah.
going outside and being outside. When we say we was outside, that's what we really
Right.
mean. So
Yeah, we
again,
was outside,
just for
outside.
just giving you your flowers tonight, man. You know we love you over here. You've
Yes.
been on our big board. We got to talk to Doc, man. So again, like I said, we got to have you back on. The chat is loving you. Let's be clear.
Oh,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We got the best chat in
Yes.
the world, so they loving you. They like ask them this question, ask them that question. So,
Yeah.
but again, we got to get you back on so we can get some more jewels. But again,
Yeah, you got to spin the block. You got to spin the
yeah,
block,
you-
brother.
Come on,
No,
yeah, you
no.
gotta spin the block on us, cuz. With that meat truck too, we gonna get that meat truck too.
That means right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You gotta feed the fam.
Go ahead and get it, iceberg.
You're in my circle. You're in my circle, and we're gonna get more than $1 billion.
Right.
I had fun. Thank you so much.
The chips with dip.
The chips with
Right,
the dip.
right.
Yeah, chip with the dip. Again, like I said, we gotta have you back on. Salute. Again, everybody showing mad love to you. Again, go follow him. We're gonna put his link in there so you go follow him on all social media platforms. Again, if you're not subscribed to the Hype magazine, we're gonna have to smack you. Smack you. Go over to the Hype magazine. Go check them out on whatever platform you love. And like I said, we just love everything that you do. We love everything that you stand for. Again, we just had to give you flowers tonight, man. Salute to Doc, man. Salute.
Yes, salute. Salute.
I'm honored. I'm honored. Thank you.
We're honored more. We're honored more, sir. Thank you.
Peace out, man.
Thank you. Thank you for your service in the military,
Peace out,
for
Doc.
hip hop,
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
in general, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon, Doc.
Good night,
Look
Doc.
forward to it.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Hey, man, if y'all just tuning in or y'all been in here for a minute, y'all missed some gems. This is the one you want to spin the block, go rewind back. Doc was in here going crazy. Hype magazine, again, man, represent for the real folks, man. He was spitting a lot of gems. Salute to everybody in here still tapping in, asking questions, man, just showing them mad
Yes,
love
salute to
again.
y'all.
When the OGs come through, you know we got to
Come through,
represent,
come
man.
through.
You know we got the
Facts.
best chat in the world. Hey, man, y'all going in, man. Everybody saying salute to Doc. You know what I'm saying? Fire.
Yeah, look
indeed.
at
we
all
going to
that
definitely have him
love.
back on, man, again. Like,
Yes.
Yes,
we don't
indeed.
get to talk to the real OGs, man, of the game. Again, like I said, he was up there. He talking about Harry O.
Yep.
Hey, come on now. But again, like I said, man, like we had to just have him just come through, and then you know when legendary cats like Jerry come through, man, like we just let him have the floor. You know, that's how we do.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
So we appreciate y'all even just tapping in, man, and listening.
get
Because
the
again,
gems in, man.
this is gems you ain't gonna get nowhere else, man. Salute. And
Facts.
salute to Sean J and Adriel Green Hip Hop Talk.
Salute to y'all.
They definitely gonna
Much
have Jerry on as well, man. Go check them out as well. That's our family too.
Yep.
So we had to start with some jewels, man. So why stop? We gotta talk about that Conway. Conway the Machine. Just got that new single, that Give and Give. I saw Deuce in there asking, ask Jerry about that. We gonna have to get him on for that too. Gritty saying that Conway track is dope. Happy to hear him switch up the
Facts.
flow a little.
Yep.
If you ain't heard the record, man, fair use. Just gonna play a little bit, just a little snidget real quick.
We Jordan scoring. Of course it's flawless. If ever you see some water on them, I'm nominated for Grammys. Mary, good morning, gorgeous. Soon as I sit in the Lamborghini, I floor to yours. So captivated my verses that they ignore the chorus. I'm the Grim Reaper.
Let's
That
be
beat is
clear.
nasty, bro. They
Cool and Dre on the beat.
They killed that.
Ooh.
That was
Ooh-wee.
They put that in the body bag, bro. That was
Go in,
J
Camp.
Camp,
Go
Bebo
in.
P in the chat.
killed
This is the
that.
first time we heard Conway coming out with Benny dropping too. You might be saying, you know what I'm saying? It's a little competition.
nah. I ain't
Friendly.
saying that.
Little friendly competition.
Maybe.
Your boy ain't saying that, but you know, Iceberg is over.
He didn't have to
Right,
sign a
right,
Def Jam to
Iceberg.
get the placement, neither get the sample cleared.
Somebody said Benny could have done this indie.
Hey man, we gonna talk about that
We gonna
soon.
get to
Jack,
that.
Jack
We
up
gonna
in here.
get to
Jack
that.
going hard in the paint. You know,
Yeah,
Jack gonna
Jack.
get messy a little bit with Leroy Green.
Yeah.
Salute to Leroy Green up in here too, our guy, man.
Jack's
Salute to
still the
Nas
worst
in
in
here.
that war.
Salute to y'all.
Salute to
He's
Nas,
still the
aka
worst in that
Chucky, man.
war,
We seen
too.
Touch in here, man, going crazy. David
love.
Burns.
Hit the
J
like and
Camp,
subscribe
Bebo
if you
P in the
haven't yet.
chat. All right, facts. J Camp, Bebo P in the chat. What you think about this new Conway though? Conway said, "Hold up, Benny. You spin the block on you, youngster. Let me show you
man,
what's
just,
good. I can do independent. I ain't had to sign a Def Jam."
You know, just real quick on that, man. That give and give was, he was giving. He was giving on that, on them bars, and Cool and Dre was giving on that beat, man. I mean,
Come on.
we said last week that people sleep on Cool and Dre.
They do.
And
Yeah,
I
they
think,
do.
you know, a
They
couple
do.
of cats wasn't really sure what Cool and Dre was gonna provide on this, but Cool and Dre they've been supplying heat to rappers for a long time. You know, I mean,
Yes.
Rose done had some of his better joints. You know what I'm saying? Cool and Dre production. Jeezy, some of his dopest joints. Cool and Dre production. So these
Facts.
dudes been doing it, man. And it don't matter what coast you from, whether you from Third Coast, West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. Don't matter, man. Cool and Dre got it for you, man. That's one of the things I love about them boys, man. When they really putting that work in behind them boards, man. You know, they give the artist what they ask for. But yeah, but just on Conway real quick, he's in his bag, man. You know, he's got his hand firmly in that bag, man. Like Gritty said, man. Definitely love the way he switched his flow up on this one too.
He did.
And it works. It works, man. Cool and Dre definitely versatile. That's why they some of the dopest, man. They so versatile. But Bebo P, I'll let you go in on this joint.
Man, oh shoot. The bars for starters, per usual, with Conway the Machine. Phenomenal on this Cool and Dre produced first single, Give and Give. The man used the same rhyme scheme throughout his entire 28-bar verse and effortlessly, again per usual. And given it was largely a verse based on the fruits of his labor via his music touring and factors of the like, I mean, it was really fitting for him to return to Europe to showcase some of the various vintage yet elegant scenarios to shoot this video for this song. There from when we last saw he and Westside Gunn on that Brucifix Last Quarters joint single, you know,
That
which
had
was
dope
also
visuals,
shot in
too.
Europe
Yeah,
almost a year ago. Right. And speaking of a shared song for a video, the latter half of Give and Give, Muddy, that was produced by Conductor. You know,
The
that was heat as
Conductor.
well. Yeah, Conway rocking out his verse
Shout out to
with the
Conductor,
people of
man.
the land. Yeah, shout out to Conductor.
come on, man.
Shout out to Conway allowing the people to rock with him of the land that, you know, that part of the video was shot, man, because it was just nothing but love shown there. And, you know, we here at Fresh Out, as I'm sure you guys out there in the chat are definitely looking forward to hearing what else
Peace,
the
peace,
machines
Jar.
got cooking up.
Yeah, man.
Iceberg,
Hey, real quick,
what's your
Jarv
thoughts,
in the
bro?
building, real quick, man. Salute to Jarv,
Jarv
man.
from Rap
Some
Roundtable.
celebrity
All
come
day.
through.
Peace.
Let's be
Yes,
clear.
indeed.
Salute. Was
If
good.
y'all, hey man, if y'all didn't tap into Rap Roundtable yesterday, hey man, I was in the show was fire. Today was fire too. So
yeah, man.
at this thing, man, y'all getting it smart, just like Jerry said, man. Hey, we pulling up that meat truck. Pause. We
Right.
pulling that
You
mug
get- you get
over.
the smorgasbord.
You getting a lot of dope opinions, man. Again,
Facts.
Jar, Rap Roundtable, the voices of New York hip hop. Let's
Yes.
be clear. You know what I'm saying? They snatched the crown off anybody from radio's head, man. They the voices of New York hip hop.
Just like how Spiderberg snatches them.
What else? Yeah, man, I threw the wig somewhere, man. Salute.
Great power comes great responsibility.
You need to snatch
And
that
27
wig
pieces.
piece. Get the wig piece together. G.
But like I said, again, Conway was going crazy. Let's be clear. Cool and Dre, they went to the bag.
Nuts. Nuts on that joint, man. Pause,
Hey man, I don't know how they linked up with, I mean, obviously there'll be some interviews or podcasts that come out at some point, but I know they was like, yo, we got a whole stash or something for you. Like, we'll just send it over Dropbox.
Facts.
And Conway went crazy. You know what I'm saying, on the joint. Again,
He probably got
if nobody
about
told you that
7
was
to
Cool
8
and Dre,
heat rocks.
you would have thought it was somebody else. You know, let's be clear.
You know, he
Right.
rapped over like 7 to 8 of them heat rocks that Cool and Dre
Facts.
got too. He probably got like 8 more in the chamber.
No, he's got a stash.
No, you never got a
definitely got a
stash.
stash.
But this other thing too, Bebo PJ Camp. Do you think that this is basically going to end up being a whole project just from Cool and Dre? Because again, we heard the conductor do the joint at the end. Will it just be a cool? Do you think he's? We know Conway. He's got a full clip. He's going to drop something. You know, to be clear. But does he need to work with Cool and Dre more though? You know what I'm saying? Because I know, we know, the guys, the usual suspect he normally deals with. But this Cool and Dre situation was out the blue, and it sounded dope, and it changes up his flow pattern. Let's be clear.
Yes. I don't think it's going to be a solely Cool and Dre album for the obvious reason that you stated, and that the conductor produced track that he did for Conway was that Muddy. Is on there. So I think there's going to be some form of an array of producers on there. But to your latter question, yes, we would love to hear Conway the Machine rock with Cool and Dre more.
Okay.
Just as a collective, producer on the producer and artist side. And obviously the conductor and they always kill whenever they link up. So yeah, I think it's going to be a nice array of producers, regardless of how many they are on this upcoming album that Conway's working on. What say you though, J Camp?
No, definitely co-signed that, Bebo P. I mean, there's a reason why, Conway works. I mean, I said Conway. There's a reason why Cool and Dre works with cats like Currency. The cats of that ilk who really got that crazy following like that, they all got a Cool and Dre selection. Because Cool and Dre gonna be spread across Conway albums moving forward. Like you just know that's gonna happen. I'm sure when Conway not only heard this joint, but heard the other joints that he got with Cool and Dre, was like, oh, this is a match. We got to roll with this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So salute to them though, man.
Yes.
They got one of their hands, man. But I think Conway's gonna be a dude that's gonna work with a bunch of producers. Typically,
It ain't gonna be just a one hit boy situation. He gonna have everybody up in that joint. Paul.
I mean, outside of like the Big Ghost series that he's had in the past, I mean, he might have a Cool and Dre series in a clip. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But
Well, I mean, Conway just put out an album with what was the name of that producer? 1-2?
yeah, cause we just heard it, didn't we? It just dropped. What?
Yeah.
Was
last
that
month
The
or
Heavy
something?
Front too.
That was late December when that dropped.
Palermo. Yeah, Palermo album.
Palermo.
Yep. Yeah. So that's the one producer swag right there. And this time it seemed like he's
That sure was.
giving us a look.
McFly's
back to
basically
the
saying too,
conglomerate.
nah, it's a B-side, it's a project, multiple producers, a mainly grimy street shit.
Hey, so far
what
so
I'm saying?
good.
First of all,
As
salute to
always.
Nino, man, staying through. He was basically talking about he produced for Medusa, so salute to Nino.
Oh, yeah, man.
If you need
Salute
some
to
beats,
Nino.
holla at him. You know what I'm saying? He was also saying the machine bays need to happen. Facts. Come on, man. And also too, man, if you're not
Machine
following
Bays,
Nino
indeed.
Bays, go on IG, man.
Yeah,
Follow
go
our
on-
dude,
go on his
man.
IG
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Definitely
Get
follow
the
Nino
bread up.
Beige.
That Mill Bixby. That Shay Noir, yeah, we saw that joint Beanie,
That
Master Ace
Master
Friday.
Ace gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I heard
crazy.
2 joints off that Master Ace, which was stupid.
Hey
Oh,
man,
yeah.
first of all, our
Oh, yeah.
family, man, Search and Destroy, man. Dan the Laker
Absolutely.
fan, that's our people, man.
That's our
always
people,
always in
man.
the Dan
Salute
Laker
to
fan
Dan the
chat.
Laker
Salute to Search
fan.
and Destroy.
Man, I needed Dan the Laker fan last night. Pause
Yeah,
for that
fact.
therapy. I appreciate it.
man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
but
you
hey,
back, Nino, baby.
This thing, appreciate. First of all, we've been on here for 140 real quick. We got to pay some bills real quick, man. You're getting your situation right, man. Get your Scotch Porter joint. We got the link in the chat. Hold up, man.
Curly, coily, wavy hair doesn't always cooperate. And those flakes can have a guy feeling like he's always in the bathroom. But Scotch Porter's hair care products get it in and out. I'm all in.
That last dude was Jar. Yeah, even Jar take the toppings off, you know what I'm saying? He let the joint come out, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
That's for the ladies, girls, for the girls. Salute.
Man,
You know what I'm saying? But man, this thing, I think Conway, this thing, who you think is gonna have a better project? Benny or Conway? Who gonna have a better joint, man, than just y'all prediction bag? You know what I mean?
Man.
It's hard to tell, brothers. It's hard to tell.
Hard
I'ma
to
go
tell.
with the-
It ain't
I'ma go
hard
with
to
the
tell.
Machine, man. I'm gonna go with the machine.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Nah, saying
the machine.
Benny gonna have that joint. Double
Okay.
barrel in the building.
It's
Salute, man.
definitely possible. And Benny's it does sound richer. I agree with that.
Okay,
but
well,
I think the
you're
machine,
paying for that quality.
I think the machine from the rooter to the tutor though might be better. That's just my personal opinion though. You know.
People, what you thinking, though,
People, what
man?
you
Benny and
thinking?
Conway, man. Where you going?
Like I said, man, it's too hard to tell. I wouldn't be surprised if the Def
going
Jam
with the
release of Benny the
diplomatic
Butcher
answer,
has
Bebo?
richer sound. I'll say this: if both projects are very similar in quality, just across the board,
Okay.
then the nod probably would go to Conway, just for the simple fact that, well, I mean, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but I mean, Conway's just really just dishing him out just like nothing. To whereas Benny the Butcher situation, I got pushed back a few times. So,
Like his hairline? Damn, people, you going hard to paint. If we don't get the interview, man, it's because of you, Doc.
No. We know who it's because.
right, we know.
I'm gonna call Coop. Coop got the hook up. I'm gonna call
this
Coop.
one right here.
He just took a picture with. He just took a picture with Beanie, man. I'm gonna call
slap
Coop.
the light skin off of him. Maybe,
Oh yeah, you know them fresh out boys. Yeah, what's the address? Pulling up.
Bruh.
First of all, like McFly salute. He's saying Conway.
McFly.
He went through the bag on an IG live. The machine might have it.
Who do you think though, Iceberg?
Honestly,
Who do you
man, real
think?
talk. We talked about this before. Like Benny, man, like with the bars, with the flips that he does, man, with the lyrics, he's the Allen Iverson of Griselda. Let's be clear.
Oh, Benny's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? We
Nice.
talked about before, and I think J. Cam said something about Conway being like, it's a little
nah,
ugly
you
nigga,
said
man.
it. That, nah,
What's a little
nah.
ugly nigga, man?
No,
Oh,
you said it. Don't
hold
be trying to
up,
put my
man.
name on that.
Iceberg
I'm
doing
telling
some
the
mad projecting
facts.
tonight.
I'm telling the
Project
people right
like
now.
that,
As
ain't
soon as you said, remember what Jake? No, I didn't say nothing. You said that.
Bebop ain't say nothing either.
Hold up, man. What was that? 99?
I was about to say FOH. Fuck out of here. You know,
I
you
forgot the
said
dude's
it.
name, man. Come on, man.
You was saying
That's
like
what you get.
Tyrone Hill.
Tyrone Hill, yeah.
That little nigga like man back.
Nino remembers.
Never
Yeah,
that.
you don't remember that
Never that
dude.
Livingston dude. From
Hey man, salute the Hype magazine being up in here holding it down tonight, man. Salute.
He cracking
You know
up.
what I'm
Hey,
saying?
salute.
Facts.
Hey, he's still rocking with us,
Jay,
man. Y'all
come
go
on,
ahead and
Jay,
check
salute,
out
man.
Dr. Jerry Doby, man. Still
Salute,
rocking
man.
with
Yeah,
us
spin
at
that
this
back.
hour.
Yeah, the Tyrone Hill's what Jay Camp said.
Nah, that's what you said.
Yeah, man. But salute though. But long story short, Benny's gonna have
That's
me
what-
gonna have a better album. We're gonna
that's
talk
what
about that
she
here in a
said.
minute. Yeah, what he said, he mean Jay Camp with the new Scotch Porter on his beard, on his toppings.
Nah, he was lying.
Dude said too, man. Her Conway with 38 specs is gonna be Benny.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Well, either way, we rooting for both of them.
Either
man.
way, yeah.
We
Either way,
rooting
it's
for
almost
both
like what
Benny and
Leroy Green
Conway.
said. From what Dr. Jerry came in here and said, how can you not root for none of these brothers to win? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we definitely rooting for.
Yeah.
for
So
Benny.
we not hating on Benny
Yeah.
like for the music.
Not at
We
all.
we want them to we want ownership at the end of the day. Let's be clear. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
facts.
we understand why he did the Def Jam joint, but again,
I think it's gonna be dope though.
yeah,
Benny-
it's gonna be,
yeah,
you know it's
I
gonna be
think so,
dope,
too.
man. Let's be clear, man. Like I said, Deuce said he gonna take it. Mama Bear is saying, Chucky, I know it wouldn't happen any other way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can't help himself.
Thanks. Talking about you, fool.
Nah, man, he talking about J Cam, nah.
Yeah.
And the Scotch
You're the
Porter
worst,
at
J.
50%
Cam.
off. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. This is the thing, though.
Sound like the people under the stairs. Fool.
Right.
we gotta take his music off.
Fool.
All this month, man, we're gonna have some people coming over
Yeah,
through
90s
from
bag. People teasing this 90s
from
bag.
Billboard, from Rolling Stone. We got some people from Vibe magazine coming through, so we're gonna be having a lot of dope cats coming through, a lot of editors and all that. Hip Hop DX, we're gonna have some cats coming through. You know what I'm saying?
And Dr.
But-
Jerry returning too.
Come on, let's be clear. But this was kind of crazy when I first saw it, and then when I sat back and thought about it, I was like, well, I can see where the mass media is kind of going. Complex named J. Cole as the best rapper alive?
For 2023.
Basically saying it's the best rapper alive. It ain't even 2024 yet. Like, it's that much. We only 24 days up in this joint. So let me have J. Camp's cousin explain why Complex basically named him the best rapper alive.
Cole is the best rapper alive. Let me explain. Every year, Complex unveils our pick for the best rapper alive. It's basically like the MVP award
If this nigga J. Camp's cousin,
No,
for the best
that's
rapper
your boy
of the
from the
previous
Nuggets.
year.
ain't
And
it?
for 2023, we gave it to the Dreamville head honcho. When it comes to an artist who excelled at the
Jamal
art
Murray,
of rapping
get
and who got the rap world talking every time
this nigga like, what's that nigga off the Nuggets?
That's why I said Jamal Murray. Your cousin.
Is that
You
Jamal?
look
That
like
ain't Jamal Murray, is it?
Do look like him.
Nigga, that's this.
With
nigga,
that Scotch Porter.
Tamal Murray, nigga. And the nigga got the toppings too.
The Scotch Porter topping.
That's the kind of dudes Miss LB like, man. Hold on, let me spin it back. Hold on.
explain. Every year, Complex unveils our pick for the best rapper alive. It's basically like the MVP award for the best rapper of the previous year. And for 2023, we gave it to the Dreamville head honcho. When it comes to an artist who excelled at the art of rapping and who got the rap world talking every time he stepped in front of a mic, nobody was touching Cole in 2023.
Stop it.
This dude said nobody was touching Cole in 2023. Let's get Jamal Murray. Let's hear what he got. Let's let him cook a little bit.
And somehow he accomplished this without even dropping an album
Now, if you've been under a rock, he ain't dropped no album last
of
year.
his own. Instead, he went on a wild feature run and stole the show on other artists' songs all year. Cole was able to excel while rapping over songs from lots of different genres as well, like R&B when he linked with Summer Walker, Afrobeats when he worked with Burna Boy, trap on his song with Gucci Mane, and even K-pop when he teamed up with J-Hope. He also delivered Complex's pick for the best rap verse of the year with his performance on Lil Yachty's Secret Recipe, where he maintained the same tail rhyme while still finding creative bars for over a minute. Then, of course, there's his unforgettable performance on Drake's FRSHOUT Shooter, one of the best rap songs of the year. Not only did Cole earn his first Billboard #1 hit, but he had the best performance with one of the most dominant artists in the world on the most commercially successful rap album of the year.
He sound too geek, man. Way too hype. It's like Touch said. Put a whole TikTok out. Stop it.
Stop the fucking cat! So, first of all, in chat, do y'all agree with Tamal Murray from Complex.com? This nigga didn't get Jamal, you got Tamal. Don't get Tony Braxton, get Tamira. Yeah, that'll work. They look the same.
Version
Tamar.
of him.
Get Tamar. They look like Muppet babies. All of them look the same.
Stop it.
Not the Muppet Babies.
It's not like she destroyed the Dallas Mavericks with that puss.
Snap that.
You banged Jamal. Hold up. You banged Jamal Mashburn. Hold up. You banged Jason Kidd and my nigga from Ohio State, Jim Jackson. BOP made all these sound effects. So, first of all, do you agree with Tamal Murray from Complex Magazine? This ain't Hype Magazine. Do you agree with him that J. Cole is the best rapper alive for 2023, which we might as well say just now, even though he didn't drop an album? And let me have the argument for Nas that dropped 2 albums last year.
No one.
And he didn't get an honorable mention. They gave an honorable mention to Gunna,
like
Rat
21
Tattoo.
Savage or somebody? Yeah, okay, Gunna. That's what I thought.
They gave one to Doja Cat. And, you know, and Killer Mike just to have some MC on it. What's your thoughts, J. Cant, BOP in the chat? Do you agree with J. Cole being the best rapper alive for 2023? Which is now.
Nah, man. And no disrespect to Cole, because I do feel like Cole had a nice year. He had a good year.
He did.
In 2023. And he did body a bunch of his features.
He did.
And the fact Aubrey had to put him on tour because he needed Cole to hold his tour up. But yeah, I mean, Cole bodied
J.
2023.
Just bodied this nigga, man.
But he definitely is not close to best rapper alive in 2023. Like that's just that's insane, man. Obviously they got kids running Complex, man. That's just goofy. I mean, just the names on that list. I mean, the fact, like you said, that Nas didn't even get honorable mention is not just a Nas fandom thing either. I mean, you got to look at the people who put in work. I mean, there's way more people that you can go with than just J. Cole, which is crazy that you pick Cole out of a hat because of his features. Like Fam didn't even drop an album. Like you gotta, that's at least a criteria. You got to drop a project. I mean, at bare minimum, you got to drop a project. That's just insane, man. That is insane.
It is. Dr. Jerry.
Oh my gosh, man. I mean, but hey, it's hot take. It's Stephen A. You know what I'm saying? It's that's just a hot take, man. Just to get people talking. But knowing Complex, they really probably do believe that. But respect due, and respectfully, J. Cole is not the best rapper alive in 2023.
Bebo, do you agree with J. Camp?
I agree with J. Camp in respectfully disagreeing that J. Cole is the best rapper of 2023. Don't get me wrong. J. Cole was the best artist on Drake's own For All the Dogs LP, of all the verses on there, by the way. That dropped in 2023.
Sometimes you forget
J.
Aubrey
Cole
got a verse on that joint. On that
Yeah,
first
you forget.
shooting.
Right.
But this thing,
right.
before you go in, though, Bebo P, though.
Go ahead.
I mean, this is like... This is like riding a bike with handicapped kids. I mean, do you? I mean, come on. It's a winning a ass kicking contest with people with one leg. You little Yachty. Of course you gonna body this nigga. Of course you're gonna body Drake after honestly never mind bars. Who did he rap with? They like, oh yeah, they was going crazy. It's almost like when Dig 'em Smack 'em Frog. What's that dude? Smack 'em's Joel Santana.
Honey
Smack Santana when he was rapping on I Can't Feel My Face, what you doing the drugs you're talking about? And you over here rhyming with Prime Dedication Wayne. Of course you're gonna body Drake with Honestly Never Mind bars. Of course you're gonna body Lil Yachty and bull. You know what I'm saying? Y'all paint each other's nails and stuff.
Yeah.
So who did he really write? Yeah, he was on K-pop. Yeah, he was on an R&B record with Summer Walker. Who did he get on a track with? That you like? Oh yeah, he killed that for real. They was going bar for bar.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Come
there
on,
you have
son,
that, bro.
man.
I mean, I ain't gonna.
Again, he gets his credit at least for having a better 2023 than 2022.
Dig him the frog. Yeah,
but-
sure is dig him.
Yeah, Jay. So Joel Santana, another interview we ain't gonna get from Dig 'em Smack 'ems. And Wayne bodied him. They should never come out with that album.
And for them, Complex to not even have Nas up there or mention
Not
at all
even
for that
as honorable mention.
mention at all for that matter.
And we not fanboying. We just saying what it is.
no,
you know what I'm saying?
no, it's just
fact that
facts. I
dude
mean,
dropped two
Nas dropped
albums,
2
though.
albums. Yeah, 2 albums in 2023.
In
Correct.
one calendar year.
Ransom dropped 3 in 2023.
Yep.
And Iceberg and I, when J Camp was out, we had mentioned, I think in the half point mark of 2023, we had a segment on Fresh Out where we talked about who had the best verse of the year so far. We picked, we had Ransom somewhere in that category mix. So I mean, you gotta include or at least have Ransom in the mix. Method Man and his feature gang. Redman and the freestyle situations that he's been doing.
Redman
I mean,
was killing them freestyles too.
RJ
If
Payne.
you're gonna go that route, I agree with you. If you're gonna go that route, you can just look through RJ Payne's IG,
Right,
and
right.
and Redman's IG. You can pluck.
Correct.
You can pluck bars out of that and say, oh man, he bodied every IG post he
Right.
put out. Let's go ahead and name RJ Payne as the greatest rapper. I mean, he could have done that.
Right.
I'd have been
I mean,
okay
there's
with that if he would have. That at least would have been, okay,
somewhat
RJ
understandable,
Payne.
right?
He
Yeah.
bodied. He
Yeah.
bodied a lot.
Oh,
of them.
he cooked. He's been
Well, and this is the
cooking.
thing. We not
Conway.
knocking Drake or nothing like that, but
even.
we saying, come on,
Conway.
ABC bars. You know what I'm saying? Like
But we had to knock
my first
Drake for
Sony
that album.
Casio bars with Drake. Come on now.
That album was disrespectful. It was on that Blockbuster level. I mean, when you
It was.
if you ranking
Come on,
Blockbuster
son.
and that for All My Dogs, I mean they're neck
Come on,
and
that was
neck.
good.
I mean, Buster might be worse by nose hair over there for All
Iceberg
My
would say
Dogs.
by another hair.
Yeah, he
That
would
cut
say by
hair.
another hair. Yeah, he would. Yeah, you know.
But long story short, though, okay, let me play devil's advocate. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Nas is an old head. Ransom and all them dudes, man, they still doing bar work. You know what I'm saying? But J. Cole is young. You know what I'm saying? He's the middle child, man. You know what I'm saying? He the golden child,
J.
eating them
Cole.
little leaves and bull, making a little can dancing bull
He's like
the movie.
38 though, man. J. Cole, he ain't
I'm
no-
talking about as far as the young dudes that's
chicken.
basing them Hellcats and SRTs. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I got you.
But they had
So-
Killer Mike up there, along with 3 Stacks at the same token, and that.
Well,
they're
Killer
around
Mike's
the
like
same age
inviting
range.
Spike Lee to a awareness rally. You know what I'm saying? It's just Spike Lee. You know what I'm saying? You just invite him for the name. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Killer Mike, yeah, he's one of us. So again, this is the thing, man. Like again, it goes back to what Dr. Jerry was saying, man. Salute to Dr. Jerry J. Hype Magazine. We getting. It's almost like your attention span had now went down to 30 seconds because of TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So now we like, oh, those bars are good because they weren't dirty red or sexy red. I'm gonna call it dirty red. It wasn't dirty red. So those Drake bars are great. I'd rather take the Drake bars than that. It's almost like the new era caps used to be 25 and they went up to 60 and they brought them down to 40. You're like, oh, at least they 40 now. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's like, oh well, Drake bars is better than honestly. Never mind. Look what he did with Scary Hours 11. You know what I'm saying? So again,
like
of course, when
signing
you hear
water
J.
for free.
Cole out of these younger dudes that
It's
are
like getting a cup
under
of ice
40,
water at McDonald's. This shit's free.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I ain't got to pay for that Dalsani, but I can get this cup of water over here.
well, you know, you pay for the water and you hit the Sprite. You know what I'm saying? And it looked the same with the top on it, then you get up out of there.
Hit the Sprite machine. And
Yeah, hit the Sprite machine. You know, I'm paying for the water, then you take
get
it
an
over and
ice
get a
water.
Sprite.
That's
Don't
when
hit
they
that
start
ice cream
giving you
machine and make it
that little
Yeah,
small
dog, get that
ass
soft
cup.
serve, Paul.
That's when they start giving you a cup like this. Here, go on and get you some water.
That light skin guy's been here a couple of times. Give me a clear, boy.
Give me a
Give me a
clear,
clear cup, please. Don't give him the. No, can I get a large water?
Give me the piss
Like
cup.
ice, and then dump it all out and get the Sprite, dog.
Give him a piss
Spin
cup,
when they ain't looking.
please.
Give me a Sprite joint. My mama said I can't get it. I'm gonna drink it before I go to the car. But the whole thing, man, is
Nah,
and no disrespect to J. Cole, man. We got mad love for J. Cole.
Oh,
but
all day,
again,
all
When he
day.
one of the young
some of the
bulls,
bar
man.
work that we saw that Nas put in, you know what I'm saying? We saw the work that RJ Payne put in, even our guy Vic Spencer, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
put in a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? Again, you're only listening
Conway.
to it because I like what Dr. Jerry said, it's getting pushed to us. You know what I'm saying? So of course, you know, Complex. We're gonna have a couple cats over from Complex, salute to him, to talk about some of this stuff this month. But some of the stuff most people didn't hear. So of course that you heard the J. Cole because it's everywhere. But again, you have to give it to somebody who didn't even drop a fucking album.
Facts.
You can't give it a Fat Mike. You can't give it a Killer Mike. He too old. So we'll give him a mention. You give it a Doja Cat because they paying you to say Doja Cat's name for the algae. And of course they're gonna give it to Rat Tattooey Gunna. Cause they trying to get him back on there with them little them weight loss pills he been taking.
Yeah,
Looking like one of them little rock monsters from the Frozen and Bull when they needed the little ice, when they needed to fix it because he got hit with the little ice and Bull, they had to take it to the rock people. Look like one of them rock
Gotta
niggas.
get that money back when he was in the Slammer for that little
Yeah,
bit.
and they gotta get the bread back from the Slammer joint. So,
Lawyer fees.
and no knock to J. Cole, but again, if you had to give it to somebody, of course Nas is gonna be the first name you think about. Who's some other guys that you think can fit into that best rapper alive? And we talking bar for bar. We ain't talking about height. Unless we
I
talking
already
about
named
the height
mine, J. Camp, so you got this one. I already named some examples of some.
Yeah,
not
I mean-
exclusive to, or not just only the ones I mentioned,
I
but
mean,
just go ahead and add on to
You all
that J.
basically, I
Camp.
mean, you know, Black Thought. If I just throw
Black
some names
Thought.
in there, you know,
Yeah, Black
Pain.
Pain.
Shay Noir
Pain.
had a dope project
Yep.
that came out. Planet Asia still in his bag.
Larry
Conway
June.
still in his bag. I mean, there's a lot of people still in their
Jada's-
bag. I mean, Jada's another one that had dope features.
Yeah, Doctor. Yes, Dr. Jerry Jadakiss. Yes.
He's another one. So, I mean, there's a bunch of names I would have went over J.
Right.
Cole respectfully.
And don't get me wrong, the J. Cole situation is easy. Oh, give it to J. Cole, man. Oh my God, he killed 4 verses this year. Bebo P, what's your thoughts, man? Of course, man. We talked about, of course, J. Camp has basically branded the 3 R's. You know what I'm saying? Rome Street,
Rome Streets.
Ransom.
serious, too.
and RJ Payne. You know what I'm saying? We can say, man, Jay Skees was clowning this year. Yeah, he may not be the best rapper alive, but man, a lot of cats, man, again, what Dr. Jerry was saying earlier, man, is go and look up some of these cats, man, that we've been talking about on this platform, on the Rap Roundtable, and on According to Hip Hop, man. Salute to Coop, man. We saw Coop, man, suited and booted with Benny the Butcher, too.
Sure did.
We see you,
to
Coop.
According to
Salute to
Hip Hop.
Coop, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is why we talk about these things on these platforms, man. It's just not the major guys, man, that are doing the crazy arena tours, man. That's some other dudes really spitting, man, out here too. Dr. Jerry just talked about a lot of cats, male and female, earlier. Because you can even say, man, like, real talk. Shay Noir?
Yeah, with Big Ghost, LTD. Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Dropped
Stop
last
playing,
February.
man.
Yep.
Yep. Dropped a crazy one.
Yeah, Nas is saying Black Thought, Jada. Todd's in the building, salute Day One Club,
Tiny
man.
Nitty
Talking about
from the city.
Ransom. Hold up, man. So Maddox up in here, man. Day One
Method
Club
Man
saying,
was
what's up,
bodying
fellas?
this
Checking
year
in
too,
late.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to rewind the joint, man.
METHOD man was killing too. Yeah, you're right, J Camp.
This thing, you know Nino gonna come in and get spicy. You know what I'm saying?
Nino said, question is, are y'all gonna stay indie when the complexes of the world come with the bag? They all coming soon.
Iceberg ain't down
Pause.
with being
The
indie.
momentum y'all got. Ooh.
Iceberg will swallow his red pill when that bag comes.
I'm black pill. This thing, to me, like if you really hip hop, regardless of what platform you have, and salute to Low, our guy Low over there with the rap music joint with old man Ebro, man, B.O.P.'s uncle. Low still stays indie, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear, man. When they start talking, salute to Nicki Minaj. Like we ain't got no smoke for Nicki. We love Nicki over
Much
here, man.
love to
We got
Nicki
mad
Minaj.
respect for Nicki. But when they start talking about Nicki, Low will still bring up Nas. You know what I'm saying? He'll still bring up some cats that are not the darlings of the industry, man. And that's why we rock with Low, man. Low's been on Rap Round Table before, man. So he still comes over here, man. Because, again, like I said, we doing our thing over here, man, as far as in the space. And the space needs everyone that's in it right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. But, again, Low still keeps it funky, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're talking hip-hop, you got to start with the grassroots because that's where all the flavor comes from, man. You know what I'm saying?
Where, Iceberg? From the where?
Man, you gotta go down low, man, to the spots, man, because that's where the flavors at. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? You can go to the Birds, man, and go get some of that Zaxby's no seasoning chicken, but you're gonna have to come to the hood to get the 38 seasonings. You know what I'm saying over here? Let's be clear. So Maddox saying, man, Nas, Ransom, Sky Zoo,
Great
38
That's what I
Special.
said earlier.
You know what I'm saying?
Earlier.
And again, like to me, indie's not a knock no more. Indie's not like, oh, you're not here because you're not signed.
It's the
And
opposite,
no,
actually.
not to what Nino's saying. Nino's basically, saying what he's saying. No knock to him. But the whole situation is, man, you can. I saw Ransom this year, and he said in the post, and suit the coach, man. Coach might be in here. Ransom said, man, he's gonna make $1 million, man, this year, just straight off the music. You know what I'm saying? And we support him, man. We're seeing Vic Spence out there over in the UK getting the bread. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Vic Spencer. You know what I'm saying? We see Lloyd Banks getting the bread, probably the most money he's ever got. You know what I'm saying? Over here getting
Salute
busy,
to Banks, man.
You know what I'm saying? So again,
Yes.
and D-Rick James is saying it too. The ageism in hip hop is real. The first thing they check for is how old you are. Then they place you in different pockets.
That's
Facts.
real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Lloyd Banks is another one. Oh, yeah. He had 2 last year. Nino Bay said he was asking about the Fresh Out platform, not artists.
Man, we always
Okay.
gonna say indie, man. We always gonna keep it funky, man. Again, you come over here for that. That's what J. Kemp, honestly, like his specialty bag. You know what I'm saying? Other than being in that commercial for Scotch Porter.
Other than you.
His specialty bag, like to me, like
Being
real
a
talk,
fool.
man. Like even in college, bro. Like J. Kemp put me on to Cash Money before they was big. He put me on to Rock Marciano, man. Like all these cats, man. And that's how we got connected to Doe Networks, salute to Doe Networks and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Salute the Doe Networks.
So again, man, that's where the dope stuff's at, man. Is finding something new. That back in the day, that's what we did. We basically was like, yo, you ain't heard this though. Oh, you ain't heard this though. Check this out. And so now it's like, hey man, you don't want to come in with the retro J's on. You know, you want the OGs or something different. You don't want to come in with what everybody has. So it's the same thing with the music. You know what I mean? What you guys' final thoughts on Complex? The J. Cole they just lobbed it to this dude. Didn't even work for it. Didn't even put an album out.
I mean, we know Complex is ran by a different group of cats, man. They pandering to get them hits, hot takes, all that stuff, which is fine, which is cool. That's what they want to do. You know, again, we just have to respectfully disagree with their take on a lot of their hip hop takes, but definitely respectfully disagree on the best rapper alive take. And salute to J. Cole though, for sure.
Yeah, salute to J. Cole,
yeah,
man.
AZ.
Charlotte, North Carolina, man. You know,
salute to
Fayetteville,
Salute to
Raleigh.
AZ.
We no. Shout out to Hudson too out there in NC, man. He was talking about little brother. Like I said, man, we got mad love for
They
NC,
could
man.
have
No,
put Fonte and Rapper Big Pooh on there. I'd have been
Yeah,
fine with
facts.
that over a lot of the other names they had on there.
Yeah. Salute to that, though, man. Benny the Butcher.
Salute to that new Axel about to drop too. So
Yeah,
It is, yeah.
I think they be watching the show, you know what I mean? This is the thing, man. Benny the Butcher.
The Butcher coming.
Mutton Chop King.
Salute to Benny.
Just dropped the track list for the whole album, the Def Jam debut. Jack Lang was talking about this earlier. Hold up, man. Leroy Green said it. The Butcher coming, nigga. Leroy Green said it. He dropped the track list. We've been waiting for this for like since May of last year. Let's be clear. This is the way. Let's take a moment. 2 days for a drop.
everybody can't.
Now I said play the Bebo joint though. Come on, man. Salute to hey man. Salute. We're gonna put that in the
Salute to
chat
you,
though, real
Nas.
quick.
All
You know
right.
what I mean?
Salute
Might have to do
to
that.
Put that in the
Bebop,
chat though.
bar game.
So this is the thing, man. Salute to everybody in the building too, man. We got a heavy in here tonight, man. Salute. Nitty saying what he coming with though. So this is the thing. We mapped it out for you, man. This is graphics is from J. Kent. Hold on, man. Let's do this joint. Okay. So we got him on the big board. Everybody can see it. Zoom in on your get your spectacles out so you can look at it. You know what I'm saying? Bebo, you got the spectacles, all right.
You on that flip?
All right. So we got 12 joints on here. This is first of all, let's be clear. This is Def Jam. This isn't indie, just like Nino said. This is Def Jam. You grew up on it.
Literally.
So let's see what he got. We got the first joint, Jermaine's graduation. We got the Brown record. We already heard that. If you heard it in the chat, 1 through 5, what you get that Brown joint. We heard the Big Dog. So coming off the dribble, we've already heard
single.
2 out of 3. With the Lil Wayne joint, damn near Body Benny on there, but it was a good record though. We ain't gonna hate on that. That was a good record though. Alchemist Swag. Then we got Kyle Banks on the Everybody Can't Go. That's the feature. Then we got another record, TMVTL. Don't know what that means, but we gonna figure it out. Back again with Snoop Dogg. Okay, he's on Def Jam, or he was signed to him for a project. It's a good feature. We heard that 1 foot in. Stove God Cooks.
Stove. Gotta have stove.
With Stovey, you know what I'm saying? Stove. That's a dope feature, but he could have got that, on the indie tip. He got the Buffalo Kitchen Club with Armani Caesar. She got that body that Bebo P be trying to find though. You know what I'm saying? Trying to hit that joint. Then we got that Pillow Talking Slander with that Jada Kiss and Babyface Ray. Shout out Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the How to Rap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of MCs need to probably peep that one. Then we got the Griselda Express. You know what I'm saying? With the OGs, Gunna, not that Gunna, West Side Gunna, and Conway the Machine. You know what I'm saying? Salute. And we got Big Timers with Peasy. Shout out to the West Coast with Peasy. You know what I mean? That's our guy too. Coming off the dribble. J. Kent Bebo P in the chat. What's your thoughts just on the initial track listing before I kind of ask y'all a deeper question as we get a little messy tonight? We're going to get a little messy tonight. You know what I'm saying? What y'all thoughts though on just the tracks? You know what I'm saying? Latoya already know where I'm going. I'm going to get messy. J. Kent, Bebo P in the chat. 12 records. We know what they are. We know the features. We see the mutton chops.
Stop it.
What's your thoughts, man, on the 12 records right now from the track list before we peep it on this Friday? In the chat, what y'all thinking too?
I don't have a big issue at all with the track list. I'm actually glad it's 12 joints. I think 12 joints is perfect, especially if he's shooting for like a classic. I mean, 12 joints is
12
really
records?
like perfect. 12. I mean, nowadays, I mean, it just is. Especially if it's banger after banger after banger after banger. Like he,
Okay.
if he want us to remember it, it don't need to be long. It don't need to be drawn out. And I kind of like the placement of it too, man. Like having the Griselda Express kind of at the end, because
Okay.
even like on classic Griselda albums, they always have like one of them like Griselda family tracks like towards the end. And then
facts.
they'll have one like right at the beginning. It'd either be like a Benny feature or it'd be like a West Side Gun feature at the very, very beginning.
Almost
So,
like Jay-Z with the Reservoir Dog type swag.
so I mean, I don't mind the track list at all. And that's not to dig into the artist yet, but just looking at the actual overall track list, I don't really have a problem with it.
Same
Yeah,
here.
repeat what your thoughts, man.
Same here. A great amount of songs to digest to where it's not too many for a major record label release. The lineup as far as the features, you know, it's pretty compelling. You know what I'm saying? Makes you want to, you know, it raises intrigue to make you want to listen to the songs whenever the album comes out. You know, generally speaking, I mean, because it's dope to see him with
least he
his
got rappers
Griselda
on there
family
too,
per
Bebo
usual.
P.
Yep, yeah, rappers. Yep,
At least he
yep.
got
He's
like
got a
people who can rap on there. You know what I mean?
right,
So,
right. He's got his Griselda folks. He's got Snoop Dogg. You know, he's got Jada. I mean, obviously those cats and the others. You know, Wayne and such. Great features, and he has some folks that we haven't never heard before. I mean, unless I guess you kind of run in those, you know, certain circles or whatever, maybe. But you know, via Babyface, Ray, and Peasy. So, and the song titles themselves again intriguing. So, definitely nothing to sneeze at from first glance. If we're going to look
silly.
at this from the outside looking in, and you know, we definitely look forward to hearing what Everybody
as long as
Can't
they
Go
don't come
sounds
with that,
like
this
from
is
Benny the
Big
Butcher.
Snoop Dogg, swing up my paw. As long as they don't come with that flow,
On my dogs. This is the thing.
I agree with that.
This thing. Bebo P gave y'all the church mother's board answer. He gave y'all positivity. We gotta get on the messy berg though.
I'm not gay no more.
All Iceberg's fault.
All his fault.
Not with the applause. No, Bird.
Go ahead.
This is the thing though.
Put on the tinfoil kufi, brother.
You wanna hit the button.
We know you about to go in, Iceberg.
So this is the thing though. We talking about Def Jam Records. We just had Dr. Jerry on the platform talking about how these bigger labels basically spend all this money.
I got money.
Again, this we know Benny can spit, no question. Let's be clear. This is not a talent situation about Benny. This is more Def Jam than Benny. Because again, take this track list and slim it down. This is more like this is like the Bulls 96 Bulls. But this is some Luke Longley stuff. This is Bill Whittington.
Wow, look long.
This is Stacey King.
Wow. You better not say B.J. Armstrong or Craig Hodges.
This is B.J. Armstrong.
Dang.
This right here is replacement songs, man. When they had the league, when the league was under the contract, when they was striking. Come on, man. Let's be clear. Basically, man, this is like, cause we know what the album could have been, and like I said, we not knocking the brother. I know Leroy Green gonna go hard in the paint, but we're not knocking Benny. You know what I'm saying? Benny's like, look, man, I signed. You know what I'm saying? And I signed with them because, again, it's almost like Lillard going over to the Bucks. Man, I came over here because Giannis is here. You know what I'm saying? We can get busy in a small market. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing popping. We can go hard in the paint. but then you get a first-year coach? I'm only winning the games because I'm putting up 50. You know what I'm saying? The record is nice, but y'all don't know what I'm putting in. So again, you couldn't clear the Nas joint. You couldn't clear the Drake joint. You couldn't clear the Scarface record? He's not even signed. He don't even have a podcast. Willie D won't let him get on.
Nas ain't signed either.
Nas ain't signed either. So how are you Def Jam and you can't get these done? Again, we're not knocking the track list, but Benny could have done this by himself.
So you saying they gave him the Adrian Griffin?
You gave me Adrian Griffin. When I wanted Pat Riley. This is Chris Middleton's teeth. Babyface Ray, you can get that by yourself. Like I said, what did Dr. Jerry say? What was the rack? 10,000. Hey man, Babyface Ray, here's 10 stacks. Here's a rack. You know what I'm saying? Here's 10. I need a verse. Got you, my G. Jadakiss, let me get one of the smoothies. And how much you need? About 30? Got you. No problem. Snoop, man, I'll give you some weed and one of them big joints that you got with the white lady. We got you. You know what I'm saying? Wayne, man, what you need?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Stop.
Gonna feel your face tonight. Paul. Peasy? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Peasy just happy to be on something. You know what I mean? Come on now. He happy to get the phone call. Kyle Banks? This nigga laid the field? So again, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm sure the production bag was crazy. This is all Alchemist and Hit Boy. And I'm sure Hit Boy basically gave him the, you know, hey man, we'll give you the pound price instead of the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. You gonna buy a pound? You know, are you gonna buy a key? You know what I'm saying? I give you 5 records, you know what I'm saying, for the honey bun. Pull out the money, Bebo P.
I got money.
So again, this is like, hey man, we can't take an L. Let's just go get the best production we can get. You know what I'm saying? It's over. It's over. So again, let's get the best production we can get. Hey man, call Jadakiss, man. We still got him on contract. He still owe us an album or whatever. Find an old Griselda joint. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me change the music up, man. That's too nice. Let me put on some Leroy Green approved music. So you gonna
Ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
It really does.
again, like I said, this is no knock to Benny. Benny's just like, yo, I got, man, he's Allen Iverson, man. I just got cleared from the bowling alley.
Iceberg just went Mitch
Leroy,
McConnell on us.
you give me Larry
You
Brown?
just went Mitch McConnell, brother. You got to repeat that, brother. You just
Right.
went Mitch McConnell.
Oh, okay, this Jay-Z. Jay-Z
they
like, oh,
pulled
you
the
gonna mess
plug.
up one of my joints? Okay. Like, no, seriously, man. Like, hey, man, I went to Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? Under a great coach. I got #1 draft pick. I got a top draft pick. I'm at the 76ers, man. And you give me Larry Brown as a coach?
Larry Brown,
I got all
he
these
won the
skills,
chip.
man. My mom was over here braiding my hair while I'm on the sideline.
We did win a chip, though.
And you can't clear no samples? You can't clear no verses? That's what I came over here to Def Jam for. Oh, okay, you can't clear. Okay, let me call up some of the homies. Let me call up Amani. She back, you know what I'm saying? Let me get a Griselda joint, you know what I'm saying, from Granger. You know what I'm saying? From Derringer. Let me get a little Hit Boy. Let me get my homie from the crib, you know, the Kyle Banks joint. Lil Wayne. What you need? I need you on this Big Dogs. You know what I'm saying? He need a hit. You know what I'm saying? Since Trump got him out from that situation where he had the in the airplane. Let me get on a record. So again, this is the
No Wayne interview.
What's the team since Dr. Jerry was talking about the Harlem Globetrotters? What's the team that they play? The Colonials? The Generals? These are the Generals. This is the general track list. This is a mixtape.
That's who they playing in Evansville.
This is a
I'm
mixtape. This looks like a mixtape.
Sure. Oh man.
Leroy Green says stop. I'm gonna turn the music up. Cause we want to keep Leroy Green coming through the chat. Cause he was already MIA already last week. Yeah, dudes, this is the Generals, the green and yellow team. They get dunked on every night. This is the track list.
Not like that General Insurance.
Right.
Yeah,
With
save some time. Yeah, with Shaq on the joint. You know what I'm
Shaq
saying?
on there. All right.
Yeah, with Shaq on there, can't fit in the damn car. Yeah, this is Luke Longley, bro.
Stop. This is too much. All these references, though.
Yeah, Washington Generals. Yeah, salute
Well,
the idol, man.
You asked us what I thought was on the actual playlist, not to do a deep dive in it.
No, so this is where we going. You know, we just hold up. Let's get the Diddy hot tub going. He ain't been in it in a minute.
Nah, I
We
ain't
gonna
getting
cook.
that, though.
You ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna put your foot in it.
No, indeed. No.
Get in that hot tub, man.
You will never catch our feet
Right in the bad boy jacuzzi.
Zebo Pizza
Stop
might
it.
catch his toe in there, but
So this is the thing. And salute to Anthony in the building, our guy, man. You know what I'm
Salute,
saying?
Anthony.
absolutely.
Hopefully we get our
Super
lineup
Anthony.
back for the Lakers, man. Hopefully we get
Y'all
our
are getting
lineup
the
back.
Book of Berg, the first version of it for 2024 from Ice Boy.
Hey, this is the thing. It's a mixtape. Nas.
Man, Iceberg.
This
Cook.
is the thing, man. Real talk. On a Def Jam, okay, we've seen Tanner Talks, right? We know the dude can cook. We've seen the Black Soprano family. We know this dude can do that street rap. We wanted something polished, not no, Drake kind of stuff, but we want polished Benny, right? And I'm not saying we not going to get it. I'm just saying just off this track list, it's like, yo, I got some Laker tickets, man, and he's coming to my town. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the game, and this nigga ain't here. And I have to watch the Scrubs play. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the South Bay Lakers. This is South Bay Lakers.
With Chris Middleton playing center.
Yeah. with Scottie Pippen's son running point.
Stop. Dang.
Fact.
So Iceberg, based on that soliloquy that
With
you
Anthony
just
Bennett
gave,
playing.
Yeah, Anthony Bennett, yeah.
who do you feel should have been on here, on this track list? In addition to like your Nas's and
let's be
Scarfaces
clear,
and
man.
such.
I'm 44 years old. I'll be 45 this year, man. We didn't see it all, bro. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, man, when Bird was still hooping, Magic was still hooping, and it transitioned over to Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So now we seeing the game transition from the Red Man's Method Man. We even talk about Def Jam. Foxy, Red Man, Method Man, Jay-Z, DMX in his prime. Oh, sorry,
So-
Megan Thee Stallion.
Is it the features for you, or is it
No,
like
it's not the features per
production?
se. We know he can spit, but he can do that by himself. The reason why nowadays you sign to a major is because you may want the Usher on the hook.
No, I,
You know what
I
I'm
agree
saying?
with that. But that's what I'm asking. Like, what's your definition of polish? Because some people may be okay with this.
Yeah,
list
low
either.
management track list.
And, some people might be okay with that, and they want that Benny. They may
So you
not
can get
want
that in
Usher.
Tanner Talk.
No, exactly. I'm not disagreeing. I'm asking, like, what is your definition of
So
polish?
for me,
You
man,
want, you want Mariah Carey on that motherfucker? Like, who you want on
You
there,
know what
bro?
I'm saying? You give him right a couple little flower, get her. I would love this is when you kind of get into your bag and you say, okay, man, like, I want to work with the legends, man. I want to get some Tim records. I may not use them, but I got the budget to get a Tim record. I can get, a bulk from Hit Boy. I can get a bulk from Rick Rube. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to rock on something different. You know what I'm saying? This is when you come to a major label, especially Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up on it. Like,
I'm
this
with
is when
you.
you
I'm
go
with
into
you
your
there.
bag.
In
This is when you
principle.
go into your bag, man, and you say, hey, man, I'm going to work with the people that I can never connect with. Then also, we're going to be talking about Andre 3000 later. We ain't seen him on no platforms that normally he can't get on either. So not even from a feature tracklist standpoint, we haven't seen them elevate Benny to Def Jam status where you on like, remember back in the day, you would see Biggie on Martin, you know what I'm saying? You would see Pac on In Living Color. You would see them when they coming out with records and albums that they would basically slowly push them into pop culture. You know what I'm saying?
But don't you think too that if you start saying, let's get Benny on a Timberland track, Busta did the same thing, and what that shit sound like?
No. I'm not saying pop Tim per se.
Exactly.
I'm just saying like, hey man, I can get into a room with the people that I normally couldn't get a room with.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. What I'm saying is though, even given what we've heard from a lot of that ilk so far, that shit's been bad. So
Well, and this is the thing. Normally, like if you got the budget, you can say, hey man, I'm about to come to Miami to watch you cook something for me. Like I want to use this sample. You know what I'm saying? Here's the sample. You put your drums on it, and then I go over here and do like X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Long story short, I'm not saying polished, like, okay, daddy, here come my baby. I ain't talking about the Jay-Z on the Blue Streak track, on the Blue Streak soundtrack. I'm talking about polished Beanie. You know what I'm saying? Cause you're my baby girl. Leroy Green, where you rate that song? So I'm just saying, like, polished as far as like crispy vocals. I think you guys said it earlier, man. Like you're in the studios, you're in the crazy studios that Jay and D'Angelo was in and that kind of stuff. You know, not in the spot where you could smoke all kind of booze. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
You in the Lady Luck joint. You know what I'm saying? You in the
major label
the Electric
polish.
Lady studio and all that. You know what I mean?
I got you there because major label polish is different today.
Leroy Green said that Blue Streak song was fire.
Yeah. Major label pockets is different, and they'll have you on that 21 Savage swag. That's the only reason why I was saying like when we say polish. But yeah, of course, like polish from a big budget studio, big budget.
Right. So I'm saying big budget studio. I'm saying, hey man, like
Hit Boy
you're doing collabos with cats like where you make somebody get street. Like you may get a Adele on a joint. You know, back in the day, you would get Nas would get the Amy Winehouse swag and have her come through and do something different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
cool with that.
Like almost like, you know, I would love to see this is like a Lauryn Hill situation. I can't get Lauryn Hill typically, but maybe somebody at Def Jam know somebody over here and I can get her on the hook.
Now you
know what I'm saying?
Now you A&R.
Yeah, so you have an A&R that can help you build these records. So instead of you saying, hey man, I'm just doing stuff and I met somebody in the strip club and now we went to the studio and did something, you actually have dudes that can actually move and shake and have phone numbers that can call certain people. Man, I always want to do a song with Celine Dion and have her start talking about crack or something, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever. Like you got the phone call, you know what I'm saying?
Do that.
I want the
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I want the, you know what I'm saying? You got Celine Dion doing the crack joint.
No.
Who else?
No,
But,
and not Celine
but either,
Dion either.
Iceberg saying Benny Finch, Ariana Grande. He might hit it though, because she, you know, she always cheating on. She always cheating
that type
and
of
boo.
bougie polish.
Yeah, no. I'm not talking about bougie. I'm saying like, I want to get Erykah Badu. I've seen the
cheeks,
cheeks.
bro. I feel you. Just giving you a hard time, but when you said
I've seen
Timberland,
the
I
cheeks.
was like,
I've
nah,
seen the
player.
cheeks, and I want to get on the record.
Usher,
you know what I'm saying?
now nigga, like it's a couple of now niggas in there that I just had to give you. But
No, what I'm saying is at the end of the day, man, and like I said, no knock to this, but again, when we heard Beanie the Butcher, what you coming, nigga? And Def Jam, the legendary hip hop label that's pretty much started it all. We like, oh, this is a really good move. This is a really good move.
Been fumbling.
So at the end of the day, I'm not saying like Mariah Carey and you got to do some of the Jay-Z Volume 3 kind of stuff, Volume 2 stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like more of like getting into rooms, getting to platforms, getting to get on some shows like just like they did with Megan the Mule. And they put on they made it that 3D Hawking boo. You know what I'm saying? On that little TV on the Hawk show. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever that was. She-Hulk joint. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what your label is supposed to do, or your management X, Y, and Z is supposed to do. again, this is a label mixtape, and I think some of it is, and the pushback, as far as it, you was talking about his hairline, stop that. The pushback from it coming out the fourth quarter to now, I think was they were really trying to clear those samples. I mean, clear those vocals. You know what I'm saying? They were really trying to get those big names on here because, again, if this album doesn't do well, just like Dr. Jerry said, you're not going to see a lot of lyricist MC rappers coming out or being signed to these major labels anymore. So this album is like the tipping point, you know what I'm saying, of hip-hop on a major scale. You're not going to see people putting $1 million into street rap anymore. You know what I'm saying? And again, I put Big Pun on our Twitter, or on our social media this week. Big Pun is a perfect example. He had the "I don't want to be a player no more," but he's doing a little spitting on there. He's going crazy with it, with the regular version. Then they put Joe on it and make it real radio. But he still had a really dope record with the Capital Punishment. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You take somebody grimy and you can still make a radio record, but still make those street records that we all love and adore. Same thing with the radio joint. You know, you make something timeless. You know what I'm saying? Will this be something timeless? Has the last 3 records, you gonna play them in 12 months?
Man. Production was just different back then. Like the way that was catered and served on the plate, that was different too.
What do you guys think though, man, as far as like we basically getting like, you know, your grandma tell you come over to eat, man, and she got the hungry man meal. You thinking she cooked like the roast though, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
it's a hungry man meal.
I agree with what you were saying. Definitely a good piece of that, man. I just think that, I mean, we kind of knew going in that Def Jam was going to fumble the bag. We said that, I think that was a question that we said. Like, is Def Jam going to fumble this? We said, we basically knew that was going to happen. Def Jam ain't hit in a long time. They've been doing a lot of swinging, but they ain't been doing a lot of hitting. So I think we kind of foreshadowed that. That's one of the reasons why I said the track list ain't bad, because at least for what he has, it'll be respectable. Versus you end up getting putting the bag behind him, and then you end up getting that blockbuster, and then they end up trying to turn him into something that we know he ain't. That was my biggest fear. I'm at least glad that it doesn't seem like it's going in that direction. Even though understanding that getting him in larger doors, bigger rooms, better studios, better platforms will ultimately help out his pockets, but putting him in front of some of them whack-ass producers they was probably going to put him in front of would not have. And that, to me, would have set Benny back further than anything else. So I'm at least glad that this seems like it's at least safe, regardless whether it sells or not. He can at least keep his fandom to what he has, and he can keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that I'm rooting for him not to get that.
Yeah, none of us are rooting for Benny to fail.
I'm not. I'm rooting for him to succeed, which is why I'm glad when I at least seen the track list and I didn't see like 21 Savage.
LP was
Think about if he had all the features for All My Dogs. We would have been sitting here livid and going in on Benny for signing off on that shit. We'd have been going in. So the fact that they at least went the safe route, so he can at least keep his integrity and not just embarrass himself with a For All My Dogs blockbuster type album. I'm pleased, bro. I'm like, I don't want. I'm in it to protect Benny. Fuck Def Jam.
Well, no. I think like when we saw the track list, I was okay. They saved themselves from embarrassment because again they promised all these records, and now we won't hear them, or at least on this album. So again, like, hey, let's just go into. And to me, I think most of these songs were already.
But I agree with you.
Made
Mixtape.
it's definitely a mixtape. You know, let's be clear. Before you go in, BOP, so Maddox saying Biddy could have also used the major label strategy to put out a good remix to one of those popular tracks on the album. Facts.
This could have been like a Juicy type situation or something like that. You know, like,
I mean, even like, back in the day, man, they have a Biggie record, then they had a DJ Clark remix, the So Devil joint. You know what I'm saying? The premiere record, premiere
Jermaine
remix.
Dupri remix.
Yeah, the
you know
Jermaine
what I'm
Dupri
saying?
boy, yeah, he gonna hop on the joint, man, looking all small and bull.
The Dre joint.
Bebo, the Dre record. Cause again, like I said, I thought we would hear Dr. Dre, a Pete Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like taking a new artist, a new hip hop dude, and taking him almost back in time. You know, like a time machine, man. That flux capacitor. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do the flux. And we're gonna take him back in time and bull. You know what I'm saying? And put him with Dre. You know, hey man, Dre, pull out the ASR 10. You know what I'm saying? Pull out some of them discs, man.
Facts, like a Dre
pull out some
beat.
old joints. You know what I'm saying? Hey Tim, hit us with some of them joints when you was in the basement. You know what I'm saying? Like
Even like a
we want some of them
Trackmaster.
like even take them to DJ Quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey
Trackmaster,
DJ Quick,
Quick.
man, yeah, Trackmaster. You know what I'm saying? Like some decent Trackmaster. You know what I'm saying?
Even a Primo.
Maybe, yeah, I mean, like I said, some legacy dudes, man, mixed with some younger cats. You know what I'm saying? So,
Completely agree with
that's
that.
what I thought we were going to get. Not necessarily Ariana Grande and Bull, even though he
Absolutely.
might want to clap the cheeks. in the
That
joint.
that could have been a win for Benny and Def Jam. That would have been the win to blend
Yeah.
the old. I don't want to say old. To blend the classic producer with the more modern producer. I mean,
Fact.
could have had a
Yeah.
Metro. I mean, I'd have been cool with a Benny and Metro joint. To be all way real, Benny would probably snap
man.
on one of them joints.
Come on. Dobrell saying this album is like all albums gonna do double wood.
Damn,
God damn, man.
Dang it.
Jeff
Double
Jam
Barrel.
just
All the
making it
shots
look
with that
bad.
statement.
He's yelling that from all the way across the pond.
Yeah. God bless, man. Hold up, man. Nah, just saying that would have been a game changer for Benny.
Would have
Facts.
been a game changer for him,
Hold up. Somebody said something dope. Yeah, Ty Nitty said Braun remix would have been fire.
Facts.
Every track can play.
Oh.
Touches off the chain.
Dang. That's as.
Hold
that's
up, man.
as-
Touch said something earlier too,
That's
man.
as savage as that Wharf.
He
comment
said he
that
just
Jack
checked
made
out
last
Cal
week.
Banks. He said he probably gonna skip that one for me and his Snoop track.
Dang.
Y'all been
Super
going in on
ain't
that
expensive,
Snoop
yeah,
joint.
man. But again, like I said, we ain't hating on Benny. If you watching this, dude, you are bro.
Big Snoop
You know what I'm saying?
dog.
You are dog. Salute the
Y'all-
hit boy,
y'all
man.
kinda-
Alchemist, man. We not hating the project. We just
Right.
basically looking at it like anything else, man. Again, you tell me you working on something, you know what I'm saying, and we think it's a Tesla, and you come up with that Nissan Leaf. It's electric, but nigga, it ain't no Tesla. Nigga, I'm not going to the gas station, but
the
nigga,
Nissan
it's a Leaf.
No,
The Chevy Bolt.
not the Leaf.
You gave me a
No,
Chevy
dog.
Bolt, nigga. I thought we was gonna be in the Falcon doors, nigga.
Right. You gave me that
This nigga-
Debo P joint.
This nigga got me getting a latte, nigga, at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga gave me a Leaf. Hey man, we got electric car.
See,
Let's see.
that's
Def Jam got
that's
him.
what you get, Iceberg. They done Mitch
Def-
McConnell Iceberg again. Look,
Yeah.
Def
Jam
okay,
got
now
him.
he back. He back now. He coming back.
Man,
All right, there you are.
give me that Leaf, man. Leroy Green saying y'all not hate, but some of these fans got crab claws.
Man.
And again, like I said, we team Benny, man. We team Griselda.
Facts.
Come on, man. We hip hop all day. But again, you give me that Taco Bell meat. You know what I'm saying? When we really wanted that authentic. You know what I'm saying? Bebo P, you been quiet though. I know you a Benny fan, man. What's goody?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a Biddy fan, man. We all are. Hey, I think you guys were like, I mean, you guys went in so much. I just, had to
Paul.
get these activated.
Nah, go
man,
in,
and,
Debo.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I don't really have much to add. I mean, I think you guys both brought up some, some very interesting talking points there. I think we said this before. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Of Def Jam regarding this whole Benny situation. And as Iceberg said in the beginning, this is definitely not an indictment against Benny the Butcher
Nah, man, salute
whatsoever.
to Benny, dog. We gonna be buying the album, the vinyl, and all that,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
Regardless, we gonna
We
be
gonna
supporting
have
the
it.
bull. We gonna support
yeah.
your mixtape.
Absolutely,
Hate to support
absolutely.
Def
We
Jam,
just-
but definitely support
Yeah,
Benny,
yeah,
though, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and overall, we just really hope that with the circumstances that Benny has set before him.
I got a
Dang,
screenshot
Power 9
that joint.
Hundo. Dang.
Sorry, Bebo P, you all in the screenshot too.
Every song,
that's Power 9
No,
Hundo's fault right there.
that touch, dude. I gotta clip that when he said all the songs can't play. All the
That
tracks
just messed
can't
me up
play.
right there.
Damn.
I'm blaming Bird too for putting that up there.
Damn.
Right.
Keep cooking on.
But we're rooting for Benny the Butcher, man. We really are. We're gonna cop the album when it drops, as soon as it drops. We'll likely review the album too. So be on the lookout this week, later on this week, this Friday, perhaps. Stay tuned, possibly. And I think that we're looking forward to Everybody Can't Go. Nas said that would have been a game changer for Benny.
Yeah, man. Hype Magazine said I would have loved to hear thoughts on Chic though.
Okay.
I mean, and again, salute to Dr. Jerry, salute to Jay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Hype Magazine, man. This again, a lot of jewels have dropped today. Let's be clear.
Bunch of jewels.
Man, Idol Grayson tax write-off album. And then again,
Said like it's a Get Out of My Deal album.
Yeah, well, and this is the thing, man. Like when we heard Def Jam, we was like, okay, this better be good. You know what I'm saying? We want to, it's like when your daddy say, I'm coming to pick you up, and you get your bag ready, and he don't show up.
They hit you with their furious styles, or you show up at
man.
night, and you have to wait.
And then stepdaddy Snoop come over and kick you and say, "Fuck your fort, nigga," and kick your fort. Man. I mean, like I said, man, we like Will Smith, man. When, in the house, man, with no furniture and bull. You know what I'm saying? And your dad's supposed to come in and he come in with them gloves with no fingertips on them, and they got $2 to a name and bull and that skull cap.
Pulling in like Lou.
Yeah, man. Again,
looking like Adrian from Rocky.
Yeah, man. And so
You got what it takes, Rocky.
You got what it takes.
I gotta
so
head
again,
out, Will. Gotta take care of some business.
Yeah, again, like I said, man, we want Benny to win. We're gonna be supporting the album. We're gonna play it, man, when it drop. Account coming, nigga.
No.
Come on, man.
Never accounting coming.
Double Barrel said he already talking about the next album. Oh, well, the next album I do is gonna be like this. And don't get me wrong, like I said, man, at the end of the day,
The accountant coming.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, man, it's bad, man. Like I said, salute to Benny, man. The track list dropped, so we had to talk about it, man. Speaking of disappointments. Jay Camp's cousin. We have to basically question everybody in Atlanta at this point.
That Flute.
Y'all letting them.
Still the worst, bro. That Flute
First of all, he got
so
them grandmama Fannie Wilson glasses on.
It almost looked like a bamboo.
He got them cheaters on. You know them he got them cheater glasses on. The Fannie Wilson joints. So
never that Fannie Wilson. You are stupid.
Marcus Darling, I'll hire you as a lawyer if you come into my bedroom. And I'll give you 10,000 more
bag, Wilson.
if you come over here.
Never that Fannie Willis guy.
She's Lady Louise. I'ma hire you.
I don't have on any panties.
I don't have any panties on. Come into my room. Your wife ain't here. Damn, dude. This is the thing, man.
Pitch Black talking about, can it get darker?
Clapper.
Right.
Hey, this is the thing, though, man.
You don't want me to tell the judge what you was doing 3 years
Yeah,
ago out in the streets.
dog, come on,
dude.
man.
Right.
No,
Hey, this
no,
thing,
Miss
I-
Fanny, I don't want you to.
Bam G, what's goody? What's good, Cut? What's going on?
Bam G from Alabama.
But like I said, man, like this is bad, man. Like this is one of our heroes, man. And like the crazy thing, man, is like you see the picture down here, right? He got the red Scully joint on. He got the grandmama glasses on, and he got the overalls on. Same thing he had in GQ. And we know things about uniforms. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have a uniform, you stay in it, people recognize it. So it's like he's trying to act like he's almost acting like Brick Lady, dude. Shout out to Brick Lady getting arrested.
Never that wrote it.
Yeah, shout out to Road It Out. You know what I'm saying? With the cheeks that look like it got grease in between them. You got cheeks with grease in between them.
She did have them Henny Crunk. She did have that Granny Crunk face with the oil, so much oil.
Man. She got the oil. Like
oil
you got the cheeks, but there's a lot of oil in the joint.
I blame my men for what I did to myself.
So this is the thing. So you see the red cap on. So he basically went on Stephen Colbert. The same thing we said Benny should have been on. He goes on to a white platform or to a major platform, and he performs the flute joint. Hold up.
Performing that night in...
First of all, this is Jay Kemp's favorite show. Salute to Jay Kemp.
Andre 3000.
So again, first, let's be clear. First of all, he went on GQ to talk about the album and drop it. That's not from our culture. Then we ain't never seen him on any podcast, any urban joints. He wasn't on Breakfast Club. But he's on Stephen, the Colbert Show.
Fair use.
This is one of the best rappers in the game of all time. Okay, so what does he have on? He's gone on the same Scully, the same overalls, Bebo P's hoodie, and the same shoes. So this is a rollout. Let's be clear. Yeah, Flute the Vandross. And hold up, first of all, let's be clear. Simply Marvel's in the building.
Salute.
That puss disappears, man. That Sue Storm draw.
Oh, you know that bar, bro. You know the bar, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Flute-matic. Yeah, he rocking them Fords, the same Fords that he had on before. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like he didn't change clothes. He had the laundromat. The clothes are still there.
Felucious left foot.
Stop.
Hey, man, this is horrible, man. This is like watching Jay-Z Electric Slide with his mama and her wife. At his wife's concert. Instead of getting on stage and ripping a joint. So they told him, hey, man, stay in the red joint. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the red hat. Keep the glasses on, them color purple 3 glasses. That's what you get when we go see Color Purple. They give you them glasses of 3D joint. You see somebody get hit in 3D.
All my life I had to fight. Glasses.
And so again, like I said, man, what's your guys' thought as we about to get up out of here, man? What's you guys' thoughts, man, on a Mount Rushmore MC in Andre 3000 playing the flute on a non-cultural platform?
I mean, this kind of is what it is. I mean, that's kind of like what they were pushing. I mean, you basically said it. I mean, that's the rollout. That was the platform that they were seeking. I mean,
The flute is hot.
It kind of is what it is at this point. I mean, I'd be curious to see the tour, like how they market that, because you know they're gonna take this show on the road. Too.
Well, and J Camp, you beat me to it. Now he's going on tour with the Flute. So do you think it's a money play? Like he ain't got no bread, or you think like man he really enjoyed playing the flute, like and not rapping? What y'all think in the chat too, B.O.P.
I don't
J
see
Camp,
it
what
being
y'all
a
think?
money play though. At least for me personally.
Caleb
I
said
don't
it.
see
Susan
it
Caleb.
because I think if it was a money play, I think he can easily make the money rapping, and that was. I think that was out there for the fan affair of this dude actually going to drop an album until people found out there was going to be a Flute album.
And they put it under hip hop category at first.
Exactly. So I don't think he can make money rapping. I mean, like let's be clear there, but I think it's partially he likes playing the flute, but I, I think you said it, man. I mean, 3 Stacks is just a different dude. He's a different cat, man. I think he just marches to the beat of his own drum, and this flute is kind of his thing. I don't want to necessarily say he loves it, but I think he's just going for something different.
Okay.
Bebo P. That's kind of how I see it. It doesn't seem like a desperate play at all. I mean, we ain't heard from him in years, save for a few verses here and there. So I don't think it was a thing to where he couldn't just release a rap album. I think this is something that he's trying, you know.
You gonna go to the concert?
No. Nah. I mean, not for the flute. I mean, if he's rhyming, I'm there, absolutely. But not for that flute though.
Bebo P, man, we've been in here for the three piece, man. What's your last thoughts on this, man? Before we get up out of here, man.
Never that flute salad.
LP said this shit's trash.
That flute is the Barber beefcake. Go ahead.
And also, too, Susan Slimmy Marvelous, he's saying,
man.
Not a money play. If it was, you would hear bars. Or he would be on tour doing the Outkast joints.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Man.
Laugh at the flute.
I'm done with the chat already. And Iceberg.
Oh, shrooms? Okay. Oh, you on the shrooms. Okay. Pass the shrooms
but,
in the flute, nigga.
I really think that this appearance on Stephen Colbert that 3 Stacks made is really Stacks doing what he should be doing. Because the album's done as it is. He marched to the beat of his own drum, you know, with the new Blue Sun album and the music on there. And I mean, he's just doing what he should be doing by way of promoting it. You know, he's making his rounds. He'll probably do some, concerts or, tour or whatever. And it just is what it is. I will say that the music, I would imagine it would, I think it was the Panther song that you just played.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the type of stuff that caters to an audience such as a nighttime talk show audience. Because I've always thought it was kind of, I don't know, I was a little bit of a head scratcher to see certain rappers up there. And not to say that 3 Stacks shouldn't have, spit some bars or whatever. It's just, I think that this style of music does cater for the platform that he went on. Andre 3000 actually said in that interview too, when he was being interviewed by Stephen Colbert, that he had somewhere between 30 to 40 flutes. So he's really into that aspect of music, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just like a one-off situation by way of the flute and that's all he's got. I mean, that might be mostly what you see, but he said he's got somewhere between 30 to 40. So he's really into, the groove and the vibe that he's into. But the energy he had was low because I know he was coming off of a cold or a sickness of some sort, but the performance seemed like it was catered to do what it was supposed to do. And we just hope that he eventually comes back to rapping real soon in order to provide the fans the service that we deserve.
Do you think he wants to come back? Or you think he cool? Like, again, Anthony said, man, like, dude he's got his card, man. He's good. You know what I'm saying? He's got his hip hop card. He can go anywhere. He can step on any stage he wants to. We saw Dr. Jerry basically say that KRS-One was like, "Hey man, I'm out of here. I can't support, LL Cool J on that platform." Do you think he's basically like, "Hey, I can't do hip hop no more"? It's just.
I think he's just kind of moving with where he's currently at, and not so much, thinking too much about like the future. I'll step back into it 1, 2, 5 years from now. I think he's just kind of just going with the flow of where he's what and where he's feeling present day, and I think or at least that's what it seems like he's at. You know what I'm saying? So, what say you, J Camp and Iceberg?
I mean, you said it beautifully, Bebo P. I mean, Stacks is in his own lane, man. I mean, he feels like he's doing what he feel like he's doing his purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? Like what he set out to do. So, again, salute to 3 Stacks. I mean, do what makes you happy. I mean, would love to hear some bars, but it is what it is, man. That man seems to be just doing what he wants to do right now.
And he has that right.
And exactly. He's doing it his way.
Yeah.
Fact.
More power to him, man.
Oh, yeah, well, like I said, we over here. We're not knocking the hustle, man. We love what he's doing. For him, you know what I'm saying? For hip hop, no. But yeah, Touch is saying that J Camp on Flute. Flute is nuts.
No, that's off of that Marvel, I am Flute. Yeah, not like the I am Groot, the Guardians of the Galaxy. I am Flute.
Well, like I said, man, well, hopefully, man, he'll get back in there. But again, we called it on this platform, man. Big Boy is independent. He's still on Epic, man. So I think they have business issues on that kind of stuff, man. Again, like I think what Simply Marvelous said too. If it was about the money, he'd be on stage rapping. So, we'll see what it is, man. But again, we gave y'all 3 hours tonight, man. Dr. Jerry came through from from the Hype magazine. Salute to Just Jay. You know what I'm saying? They going crazy over there, man. We're going to be doing more collabs with them. Salute to Nino Beige in here, man, producing that Medusa 3x3 joint. You know what I'm saying? Salute. We got to get you on here, man.
Age of the Pisces ever?
Yeah, the Pisces joint.
Yeah.
Touch has been in here, man. Nas, y'all been here the 3 hours, man. Salute, Soulmatic, man. Leroy Green, Miss LB, Mama Bear, Gritty. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been going crazy tonight, man. Salute. J Kim going in with that Lex Flute.
Lex Flute.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, let's be clear. Tonight, man, we wanted
wow.
just salute, man. Jerry, give him his flowers, man. Salute to him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
One of the OGs in the game, man. Let's be clear. The other situation too was we always want to basically make sure we supporting Bebo Peasy. He just dropped that music video, man, with his group or the group that he's in, Coalition. You know what I'm saying? They always hold it down, man. So we got the link in the chat. Go check it out, man. Run the numbers up over there, man. Group's called Coalition. Track's called Titans. We're going to end it with that. Then, of course, we got to end it with a J Cant, outro, man, the best one in the game. Any shout-outs before we get up out of here? J Cant, BOP in the chat.
Man, salute to the chat all day, man. Definitely salute, man, to Jerry, man, for dropping them heat rocks today, man.
Wow.
Just giving us so many gems, man, that we can take and better ourselves, man. And, he's all about the people. He loves hip-hop. And we can't wait to have him back on the show again, man. But you brothers rocked out today, man. Appreciate y'all as always, man. And, again, looking forward to next Wednesday, next Sunday, whenever we rocking again, man. So appreciate y'all. Can't wait to hear these bebop bars coming up too.
Absolutely. Like Simply Marvelous, my brother in rhyme says salute to y'all, out there back, Coalition coming soon. Y'all gonna get a taste of that. We appreciate Dr. Jerry Doby rocking with Fresh Out for his very first interview, not just on Fresh Out, but just period. Editor-in-chief of Hype magazine. You guys saw him on screen in the flesh, And we are going to definitely try to make it a point to have him back on as soon as we are able to and as soon as his availability allows for us to do so. We appreciate y'all for rocking with Fresh Shout on our 250th episode, Office Hours. There is no Fresh Shout without you guys, and we appreciate all just the hip-hop consumers and fans just here watching the recorded version of this after the live and just across the board. We got so much love for y'all. Shout out to our haters as well.
Perry was good.
Perry was that?
We got
good.
we appreciate everybody who had questions. We apologize we couldn't get to all the questions that y'all had, but we'll try to see about next rip whenever we can get the doctor on. And we appreciate the contributions financially. We appreciate those who didn't or wasn't able to contribute financially.
Oh,
and we might spin the block on y'all this coming Friday. Go ahead, J Camp.
No, I was gonna say make sure y'all check out Sales McFly beat tape too. I know it's on that Audio Mac. It's fire, man. It's fire. You got some heat rocks on there.
He does.
We might need one of them from you, Sales.
Yeah, we need some joints.
Might need one of them from you.
Definitely. But appreciate y'all so much. And with that said, we're going to catch y'all soon. Possibly Friday, but stay tuned. And on that note, thanks, God bless. Stay safe. And Iceberg, land the soul plane home, brother.
Snarf Wilson. Snarfy Wilson.
Snarfy Wilson.
Snarfy Wilson. Snarf. Like I said, salute to the Hype Magazine, man, coming through again. This month, coming up February, is going to be Hip Hop Media. We got some cats from Billboard, Rolling Stone, Hip Hop DX. We got some guys that used to work for Def Jam coming through, you know what I'm saying, just kind of dropping some jewels from the other side of the game, not just from the music side of production, from the other side of marketing and all that, man. So, again, you got to know both sides of the game, so we're going to give it to you. So, salute to Dr. Jerry coming through from The Hype Magazine. Salute to Just Jay. J Cant, Bebo P in the chat. Y'all went crazy today.
Oh,
When we do a 3-hour joint, that's a lot because, you know, niggas got to get to the office more.
Like
but
that
again, man,
commercial. How many licks does it take to get to this interview?
Pause.
How many hours does it take to rock on Fresh Out with Dr.
Hey, man,
Jerry?
but again,
1, 2,
OG
3?
Dr. Jerry, man, had to spit. We let him spit tonight, man. So salute. Again, man, this platform is built off of family, man. So at the end of the day, man, we had to let him spit, Paul. But it's about family, man. So make sure you call your mama, your grandma, your daddy, you know, your mom, grandma, all them people, man. Salute. It starts with family, man. It ends with hip hop, man. We always over here Wednesday 9:30. Come check us out. We got the best chat in the world. We got the best cats in the world. J Cant, Bebo P. Salute, man. We'll see y'all Wednesday, but we definitely may come through on that Friday for that Benny joint. And again, we rock with Benny. We not hating. We just want to keep him uplifted, man, and keep him going in the booth. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, again, we supporting Benny, man, Alchemist, man, and Hit Boy going crazy. We can't wait for the record to drop, man. We excited, man. We're going to have a crazy Friday. Who else dropping? Who else was dropping
Master
on Friday?
Ace,
Master Ace.
Shay Noir.
And Shay Noir. Yeah. We got a nice little Friday joint. Yeah. So,
good
again, we're going to drop
on
that.
Nas, appreciate you supporting.
Definitely.
Putting our website on the Linktree joint. Yes.
So we'll see y'all Friday, per se. If not, definitely Wednesday, 9:30. Gonna be up in here, man. Peace out. And we ended it with Coalition, Bebo P and the fellas. You know what I'm saying? The Titans joint. Salute. And then, of course, we're going to end it off with J Camp in the outro, man. Peace out. Much love, y'all.
Peace. Much love. Salute to y'all.
Sure I got the right joint.
Rick, why you have to bring that ball? I ain't saying nothing if it get took.
Y'all want to see a dead body?
King of the monsters, alive, surging up from the depths of the sea on a tidal wave of terror to wreak vengeance on mankind.
Your courage will never be more needed than it is today.
King of the monsters, incredible titan of terror.
Skills from the deaf, feeling like the best. Speakers right and left, bang, beats to death. A notepad for the right and one mic, one crowd, that's the tools of the Titans. Skills from the deaf, feeling like the best. Speakers right and left, bang, beats to death. A notepad for the writing, one mic, one crowd, that's the tools of the types.
Hey yo, 1, 2. Somebody break the news, this dudes that's spitting ruthless, leaving mics abuses, battered women with bruises, bars with loose lips, abound in hip-hop acoustic, tandem losses like you're playing fighting games without the moves list. Bebop on point like unused toothpicks, while over 90% of your songs are rendered useless. Yeah, a nuisance, your bite is toothless, the truth is so rash and in your face, folks may think you have lupus.
Look, I'm a mad titan, street fighting like M. Bison. My clique moves like barbarians and black Vikings. I use your face to stab my knife in. Word on the street is nightmares violent. But you don't want it with these monsters, cause you will come up missing like Jimmy Hoffa. Best believe we top shotters. We hang you over balconies and drop
This is deeper than the floor where the sharks get buried. I watch lowercase gods fall from glory. Looking like me can get you boxed far too early. These surroundings is fishy like Arthur Curry. My flow is magic, the thoughts is worthy. Trying to shed light on whatever is dark and murky. Coalition still emerge through the topsy-turvy. Throw the game in the choke till it call for mercy.
Killing me never gonna be something that you will succeed. When it comes to the rhythm, it's automatic like that moment to be. Best believe that the coalition about to spread like disease. No game monopoly, realize that we are anomaly. Switch up like hiccups, we not sweet like cupcakes. King's just a list of that royal with God grace. We stay equipped with the weaponry like a veteran, and keep your head knocking, the cure must involve etc.
I spit metal like racist. Keep so many K's around me, I swear most people think I'm racist. Reload like the Matrix. Here's some food for thought. Get yourself some guns, cause the world's going ape shit. I speak for minds like a patriot. We was gone for a sec, but now we back to the basics. Matter of fact, coalition in the races. So all haters take your places.
Please wipe your feet. You rockin' with FRSHOUT. Yeah. FRSHOUT is here, ain't no tiptoeing. The competition running like they Jesse Owens. Please believe, Dookie, this is our moment. We hard in the paint, boy, Kavon Looney. I told Iceberg, please hand the koofy. I'm not a newbie. You will never catch my feet in the bad boy jacuzzi. Stop it. That's that such-ish. We live B, we want the real smoke. And be careful, it's kinda cutthroat. The chat going ham, they just might make you get out like Melvin in the Blue Notes. Stop it.